What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you stepping in. Did it just in time. We got one more guy to bring up to the mix. What's going on, brother? What's happening? I think you're on. You might be on mute. There you go.
Can you hear me? There we go. There we go. I was like, what's up?
So,
what's up?
Okay, Severe, on your side, do you see the vertical? Do you see two screens?
See two, yeah.
All right, I have no clue how it's going to pop up on people viewing. Typically, we only do the vertical. For some reason, it threw the portrait mode on us. I'm not sure if people see that on their end. I went back and forth with the settings. There was no way for me to get that portrait mode out. Just the vertical.
Yeah, because what they do now, I peeped that the other day. Like the default on StreamYard is it defaults to like I think it's like MLR or something like that, to multiple something like that. But like it shows up one vertical and one horizontal. So depending on what, like, people, there's two videos will populate on our channels. One will be vertical and one will be horizontal. So people can go to either one, which is weird.
It's weird, and that could potentially be a problem. Because when we tried to do the horizontal, the portrait last time, and the game film came up, that's when they cut the stream.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this is going to work out. I'll be dead honest with you guys. Typically, we do it in the vertical. Chat, let me know. I'm going to get you guys in a second, but let me know if you're viewing on the vertical, or let me know if you're viewing on the portrait, because I have no clue how this is going to work out. I tried to go back out and just do the vertical like normal. I went back to the settings and I picked vertical only. So LS, appreciate you. Jason, all right, man, you're saying it's perfect side by side. Okay, so are you?
So he's got a horizontal. So he's watching landscape.
So you're watching landscape. So you're looking at the bigger version. LS, you're saying it looks normal. Jason, multi-aspect ratio, you have to broadcast at least once to full access.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, multi-aspect ratio. So yeah.
Wait, no, but you're vertical.
I think it so he's vertical. Okay, so I think it defaults to the multi-aspect ratio thing. So
yeah, because I tried to go back and change it and it wouldn't, and all of a sudden, from our view, what you guys see, like what we're seeing is both, which is a little weird, but whatever. We'll rock with it.
We can hide one if we want to.
I can't even hide it on my side. I can only hide the vertical.
Oh, there's not a one. I got a little thing that says where I can hide the vertical. So I could just look at this landscape. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure our vertical looks right. So okay. All right, LS, you're vertical too. Okay, appreciate it. All right, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. I don't know. Hopefully it all works out. Again, last time that we went to the regular portrait mode and brought up the game film, kind of shut us down. So that's why we stay in the vertical, but we'll see how this rocks out. So appreciate everybody rocking in here. We're going to break down some game film. Again, like I've said multiple times, I understand we got our ass handed to us against the Eagles. But even though we lost, it's really good to kind of go back to the game film and understand, okay, why did we lose? Were there missed opportunities? Were players that looked like they struggled? Is there a reason why they struggled, right? Is it coaching? Were they put out of position? Did they just not play well? Obviously, there was a lot of people talked about Devin White and potentially giving up on plays. I'm going to talk about that. There was some arguments going on between Maxx and Devin White after a specific play. I'll talk about that. We'll wait for Coach Jamba to come in the building because we might have some clips for him. But hopefully don't get too excited because I got some other ones. But I'm going to leave it at that. But we're definitely going to break this thing down. We're going to have fun. We do it every single Wednesday, so tap in with us. The reason why we do this live, there's not a lot of content creators that do Shots a Rundown. He does it live, but there's not a lot that do it live. And the reason why we like to do it live is because I like to just kind of share with you what my perspective is. Severe definitely shares his perspective, but then we also want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think. If you agree, disagree. Sometimes I don't catch everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to do it live and get you guys' feedback. So we're going to break this thing down. We're going to start with defense. They're going to flip over to offense. We're going to show every Jenty carry, just so you guys know and understand that we're not trying to be biased with our Jenty takes. But we definitely will show all of them and then definitely give us our feedback. But before we get into it, if you guys can, double tap that screen, hits that like button. But at the same time, make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you do know when we go live. Severe goes live sometimes solo, but he also has his show with Pharaoh and Around the Shield, so definitely tap into that. But definitely, guys, go over the Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. Our guy Chris will be back with us as soon as possible. Shout out to him. Once we're done, make sure you guys go over there and head over to Protect the Show podcast. Definitely show him some love as well, man. Shout out to Chris. But Severe, man, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Oh, man, feeling good. Obviously we're in line for the number 1 overall pick. All we have to do is do what we've been doing, and that's lose. Just lose the rest of the way. Lose the rest of the way, especially the Giants game. We lose that Giants game, we're in there. We are in there.
Yes, the Giants game is going to be a big one for us, without question. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate everybody rolling through. Jason, you're letting us know you're watching in vertical. I appreciate it, but you're the first one in the building, man. Appreciate you rocking in here.
Oh my God.
LS in the building. What's going on, brother? Assassin's Creed. What's going on? Let's see. We got Joey in the building as well. Appreciate you. Eric, Raider Haters Hunter, man. Haven't seen you in a moment, man. Appreciate you popping through. Let's see. Alec M in the building. What's going on, man? And he's here. You here, man. And we go defense first, so you don't got to wait long.
The one, the only.
The one, the only. Ellis, I'm interested in your thoughts on the Devin White Crosby play. And so I think it is off that touchdown that they had. So I got that one clipped, and we'll definitely talk about it. We will, promise. Yeah. Red Dirt Raider, what's going on? Appreciate y'all. Rosetown in the building. What's happening, man? Kevin Lurker, appreciate you, brother. Let's go. B1 Trucker in the building. Bears fans smack Green Bay Saturday night. All right. Shout out to you. Nutty, Raider Nate, what's happening, brother? Appreciate you popping in here. Herman Munster as well. What's going on, brother? Let's see. LS, man, hopefully the football guys take care of the Titans. Yeah, Giants get a win this week, and we can breathe in a sigh of relief. And I think the Giants also play New Orleans. So, that could be a winnable game for the Giants because New Orleans ain't great. They're doing better, but they ain't great. So we'll see how that works out. What up, D-Mokes? What's going on, brother? Appreciate you. Donuts Duncans. Shout out to Donuts Duncans as well as Jason Downs. They just kind of started their thing on Tuesday, guys. Go definitely check out their channel. Go show some love, some support.
Oh, yeah, sure. They got man. You guys drop the link in the chat, man, so I can check you guys out.
100%, man. Because look, Donuts Duncan, what I've heard so far, man, I think you definitely got some knowledge behind you. Jason, you definitely got some knowledge behind you as well, man. It's always good to have just some more knowledgeable people in this whole Raider content creating space, man. So definitely, guys, go check that out. I believe they go on Tuesday, but definitely drop that link in the chat. Hey, man, you saying it's your mom's birthday that passed of colon cancer 5 years ago. Please donate to cancer research, man. Hey, shout out to you.
Definitely.
Shout out to your mom, man, and shout out to everybody that has gone through that or has had a loved one go through that, man. Shout out to you, man. Scott in the building as well. What is going on, brother? I blame Darian Porter for most of it. We're going to definitely break it down. West Coast for life. What's going on? Appreciate you rocking through. We got Darian in the building too. What's happening? Appreciate y'all, man. We got West Coast in the building. A little bit of a Broncos fan. No hate. That's all right.
As a Broncos fan. Odd choice.
Looks like it.
Odd choice of teams.
Mendoza's a great quarterback. We will definitely get into that quarterback talk later on. Maybe not today. We got some game film to break down, but later on. And there's the link, guys. Make sure you guys go over to the links, Jason Downs' link as well. Definitely check them out. All right, guys, remember, we're going to go defense to offense, but if you guys can, do me a favor, hit that hashtag Raiders. If you have a comment, if you have a question, if you have, if you don't agree with what we're saying, hit that hashtag Raiders and catch my eye and give us some feedback. But we go defense to offense. We're going to break this thing down. And shout out to Coach. Yeah, defense comes first. So you might see your boy Tom Yami roll through. So we'll see how it works out. But we're gonna get this thing started. Let me share this screen. Bang! Let me make sure everybody can see it. Hopefully, you guys are in the vertical because the horizontal, the portrait looks a little weird. But hopefully, you guys are all in the vertical and the screen is taken up at the top of the screen. But one question we had last live is what players are most improved? We kind of throw some names out there, but I will say I think you got to put Snowden in that mix just a little bit. I think you got Snowden in that mix just a little bit. I think you hold up.
Cooking.
There we go. And so we got Snowden down here at the bottom of the screen. Definitely like what we see. Another reason why we continue to break down game film is because we have 25 plus players on this roster that are either going to be free agents or are on the last year of their contract. So there's going to be a lot of position needs that we need to address. And it doesn't just because we're getting our ass handed to, just because players aren't performing today at the top of their game, there might be some players that are serviceable enough on a team-friendly contract. You bring them back, they're backups, they're competition pieces, or they could just be a serviceable filler for next season. And so that's why we continue to break these things down. But one guy, Charles Snowden, is a guy I think we could definitely take a stab at and try to bring him back as a backup competition piece in the edge rushing department. But he's down here. I'm going to play it all the way through. I got the end zone view as well. Does a great job. Just basically, he's right here on the left-hand side. Does a great job. Basically taking on the block, extending his arms, doesn't allow the blocker to get inside of his body too much.
Yeah.
Peels off, makes the play. Got to set that edge. So I'll run it through one more time. We'll get to the next one. We got quite a few plays, so I definitely want to get through all of them. But again, Charles Snowden, he's been kind of doing this consistently all season long. He's been doing a pretty good job. So I definitely think it's a player we should prioritize.
Yeah.
In the offseason.
Agreed.
Again, backup rotational piece. All right. As much as we saw some arguments, we're going to get to that play where Maxx and Devin White were arguing going to the sideline. There's a lot to argue about this game. When you give up 31 points, everybody kind of fails to do their job at some point in the game. But we saw this last year, and we continue to see this with Maxx. And you just kind of see Maxx here, man. And he did it multiple times this game. You watch him jump inside. He just kind of gives up the lane that goes right at him. A little bit of a hold, but when you jump inside like that and you just give up that running lane, I have another clip later on, but you see him right here. A little bit of a hold, but, man, when you just jump out the running lane, and you just provide it, it's just not a good look, especially when you're supposed to be the leader, when you're supposed to be the one. If you're going to go and chew in somebody's ear, you got to be as consistent as possible on your side too.
Yeah. No, definitely. Like, as you said, that's not his first rodeo.
It's not. And there's another one, and so, again, putting up 31 points, everybody failed to do the job at some point in the game. And our boy Tyrie. Guys, again, let me know. Rosetown, I see you. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you popping in here. Remember, guys, hit that hashtag Raiders if you guys got a comment on the play. But if we want to talk about guys that have not done their job, and we all knew that he wouldn't do his job, we got our boy Tyrie right here, right in the middle. Let's watch our boy Tyrie. Just removed. Just removed out of the running lane.
Oh, my goodness. You didn't even try. Yeah. I think I read somewhere he played a season low, maybe even career low, 6 snaps.
I didn't see him too much in that. You're 100% right. I mean, now that we have guys like J.J. Pegues now completely active, Tonka Hemingway completely active, they've actually started using Adam Butler a little bit more off on the edge at times. I saw him this game probably 3, maybe 4 times playing off the edge. And there's actually one play I'm going to get to where they actually dropped Butler in coverage.
Yeah, I saw that one.
And I understand the zone blitz concept. It could happen every once in a while, but Adam Butler, exactly. I mean, and he was actually trying to drop to the flats. Typically, you'll have interior defensive tackles kind of just drop straight back, take up a little bit of a middle zone. Yeah, it was wild. So, but Tyrie, he's got one more year in his contract. You're not going to pick up the 5th-year option, but in this, yeah, it's a double team. But Jesus Christ, try to just sink your hips, create a foundation, try to at least just maintain those 2 guys at the line of scrimmage. But this is what we got.
Yeah, diabolical.
Yeah. There's a term with linebackers. All right, I do think Elandon Roberts is a guy that I'd like to see potentially come back. Again, that's only because he's not very good in the pass coverage, but he could be a tone setter for us. But there are times where he does make mistakes, and I'll showcase those mistakes as well. This is one of them. As a linebacker, sometimes you'll hear the term wrong shouldering somebody, right? If you take on somebody at the wrong shoulder, you're going to expose a running lane, but you're also not going to funnel the ball carrier to the rest of your help. This is a good example of Elandon Roberts just basically taking on the pulling blocker with the wrong shoulder, which exposes the run lane, doesn't squeeze down the gap. Definitely something that he's got to work on a little bit, but majority of the time he does a really good job.
Yeah.
I'll go end zone view. He's down here again. He takes it on with his left shoulder, exposes the running lane.
Yeah,
there it is. If he takes it on with his outside shoulder, he funnels everything back to his help.
Yeah.
And so he wrong shouldered it. Unfortunately, again, he doesn't do it a lot. But I as much as I like Elandon Roberts and his run support at times, we will see this. But in the effort to not have so many position needs in free agency and in the draft, I think he might be a guy we can consider bringing back. Because as much as he has the 1 or 2 plays, there was a play that he missed the tackle. It was pretty clear he completely missed the tackle. But he could easily be a tone setter for us as well. He's here at the top of the screen, right here in the middle. I've got the end zone view as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only 5'11", but I'm telling you right now, he don't play like it.
No.
He takes on linemen. He takes on lead blockers. He'll get guys out the way if he needs to. And Jason, I see your comment. Yes, Stokes kept that run from being on ESPN. It was a really good.
Yeah, it was good play by Stokes.
It was a really good play.
Yeah.
Basically using that sideline as that 12th defender, kind of just made Saquon go flat and then just use that sideline to his advantage. But I will say, like, being a 5'11", and again, Severe, like me playing linebacker all the way up through high school, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but the thing is like I love seeing his want and just ability to come in, and he'll take on a 6'6"
exactly
lineman. He doesn't care,
and he's the one delivering the hit.
Exactly. So this is an example of just being able to, when you use your right shoulder, this is just kind of how you can break things down. So you got Elandon Roberts right here.
Yeah.
He takes on that pulling lineman with the correct shoulder, squeezes everything down, still is able to kind of get off that block and influence the play, get inside the tackle, but bang. You take that on with the right shoulder, squeeze it all down.
Yeah. It's a good play.
I'll do it one more time. So
that's a good job by, I don't know, was that Butler or was that Booker? I don't know. One of them used the blocker to close the running lane.
Yeah, it was Butler. He basically just bench presses this guy.
Yep. He closed the running lane.
What I've noticed, man, Butler and Dirty Raider, he's a fire hydrant. Yeah, I think you're talking about Elandon Roberts. 5'11", like 230. I mean, LS can't teach physicality. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Kevin Lurker, the OSU has a linebacker. Ohio State. Are you
not Tommy? I
forget Oklahoma State?
Nah,
I mean, are you thinking which OSU? Is it Oklahoma State? Is it Ohio State? I mean, Ohio State U is a thing, but we got some Tommy Eichenberg stuff going on.
It is the Ohio State. He was balling. He was balling in on the Michigan game. He was balling. I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember him in the Indiana game, but against Michigan, he was balling. I forget his name.
Oh, okay. Kevin Lurker saying
Arvell Reese. Or not? I'm not thinking about Arvell Reese. I consider him. He's a linebacker, but I consider him more like a pass rusher.
So I'm gonna look up more Arvell Reese. I think it is. I'm definitely gonna look up more on that kid.
Yeah.
And Alekim, you're saying keeping Roberts would help with some experience on the field. He's a green dot guy. We've shown multiple times where he communicates extremely well in the defense. I think he could be a leader. He came in on such a cheap contract. I think it was a 1 year, $3 million contract. You could bring him for something a little bit similar to that. He's obviously a little bit. He's up there in age. He's been around the block, and so he might be able to just sign another 1 year contract, stick around. But if Pete Carroll's gone, I think Patrick Graham's gone anyways, and we'll just kind of see who comes in and if they want to keep him. So
Pete Carroll here is Gus Bradley.
Oh God, Jesus! Don't do that. More because we're talking about defense. When going through this game film, the offensive line was horrible to watch. Right, the offense was just a real struggle to watch. You want to know what's even worse than watching an offensive line? Watching how many times we got absolutely killed in cover 3. Yeah. Just the amount of times we dropped into cover 3, and it's like the Eagles just knew. The Eagles just knew what we were dropping in, and they just picked it apart all day long. So, yeah, it's brutal. Here's a shovel pass. Basically, this entire drive, this is like the whole first drive, just so you guys know. Here's the shovel pass to Goddard. He's down here. I'll be honest. It's without question just a very, very well-designed play. You got Goddard down here. You extend Devin White over. He's got to take the outside guy. You basically leave the corner. He's not going to have any influence on the play because Goddard's going to basically hug. He's going to stay tight to his lead blockers. I mean, you got a hat on the hat all the way through. The wide receiver that was playing up top goes to crack the safety because they know the corner is just going to take himself out of the play, especially with Saquon basically being influenced to the outside. He's going to try to keep leverage as well. They seal everything off. It's a beautifully designed play. I'll play it all the way through. Not a whole lot. I mean, you got to obviously beat your blockers, but.
Yeah, it's nice. That is nice. Man.
Yeah. Got the end zone view. Butler just basically he just gets stalemated. He can't get off his guy. He's kind of basically just watching. He doesn't. I'll be honest. When I look at this, I'm thinking he's thinking, does Saquon have it? Oh, he doesn't. Shit. And now he's trying to look for the next guy to have it. And here comes Goddard.
Yeah.
He just gets frozen. But it's just a well-designed play. You don't stand a chance.
No. Not a chance. Like you said, it's a nice design.
It is. And then let's see. KT Mahoney, what's going on? Are they just not running cover 3 right? No, cover 3 is just very susceptible. You can there's the cover 3 beaters are the problem with the cover 3 is you can run it in certain situations. It cannot be your base. If it's your base defense, if you're running it on 1st and 10, you could pick it apart all day long. Yeah. Cover 3 can be a coverage that you use periodically throughout the game where it's a coverage that you kind of show of a cover 2, maybe cover 4, and then you basically you move to it post snap. But if it's your base defense, there's cover 3 beaters in 1st and 10 and 2nd and 10, and it'll just pick you apart all game long. Yeah. And that's how we use it. KT, I don't know if you've seen this before. I'll definitely show you examples of what I want to say. It's been about 5 or 6 weeks now. I show at least 2 or 3 examples per game of how we're just getting beat on cover 3 on 1st and 10s all game long.
No, facts. And
it's talk about cover 3.
It's also about just being predictable. It's like cover 3. Like as 805 said, you can still use it, but if teams know you're like there's a 95% chance you're going to be in cover 3, well then that's already it's like knowing somebody's play in Madden. Like you already know what the play is in Madden. Like that gives you a much better chance to devise something to combat that, and that's what teams are able to do. So like just not being as predictable on a down-to-down basis.
And talking about predictable, right? And this is the majority of my coaching days. I was a defensive coordinator, and but Jeff, I see you. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you popping in here. Jason Downs, you're saying for you old schoolers, that play is a triple option from gun, quarterback outside the jet stream option. It is a. I don't know if that play technically would be considered a triple option, because the quarterback didn't necessarily have the option to take off. He could, but it's basically just a standard shovel pass underneath. I don't know if that particular play would be considered a triple option. Typically, you'd see that if the quarterback actually ran to the left, faked the option, went after the D end, but then still had the option. Either pitch it to Saquon or pitch it underneath or take it. But it looked like Hurts was just going to pitch it underneath. That's just my opinion. So I think that's more of just a shovel pass. But no, could be wrong. But that's just my take on it.
There was some window dressing on it.
Yeah. So
I forgot you were there, Jeff, man. I would ask you how it went, but I'm sure it went well until the game started.
Exactly. Yeah, KT, we've been doing it all season, man, and we're going to be doing more. We're going to do college breakdowns. We're going to do free agent player breakdowns, stuff like that in the off season. So definitely tap in with us. Appreciate you rocking with us. Yvette in the building too. Appreciate you rolling with us. And we got Bell in the building. What's going on? Talk about cover 3 now. Severe, you just talked about disguising cover 3. This is something I haven't seen us do in cover 3, and I want to say it was probably I don't even want to put numbers out there, but for probably 3 seasons, I did have a base cover 3 when I was coaching high school ball. There's ways you could disguise it, right?
Yeah.
The way we disguise it is you start in a 2 high safety set, and then you just drop a safety. That's the easiest way to disguise it. But it's so easy for quarterbacks to see that read at the snap, right? Safety drops, other safety rolls over, and then both corners drop. That's one way to disguise it. The other way you could disguise it, you could roll safeties. So you basically sit a corner, roll the safety, backside corner drops. And you could do the opposite way. So that's one way you could easily screw up a quarterback that doesn't read it properly, is where you could still run cover 3. You could still have that concept, but you sit a corner, and now they try to hit that quick out route, and they don't know that corner's sitting. Bang, that's pick 6.
So kind of like inverted, basically, when you roll the safety, where they think,
Yeah.
They think
So that's an easy way to bait a quarterback in that 1st and 10 situation and still roll into a cover 3. I have not seen us do it yet. And that was one way that I would disguise the cover 3. And I'm telling you.
See, were you coaching after 2013? Because if this was done anytime after 2013, it's not in our playbook. It's not in.
Yeah, I want to say it was actually maybe 06, 07, maybe 08. So I'm just saying, but there's ways to disguise it, but they just don't do it. So I haven't seen it yet. But this is mind you, a lot of times when I'm paying attention to plays, I have to know the down and distance. You got to know the down and distance to kind of get a better understanding as to why defenses line up into certain coverages or formations, and also with the offense. So this is a 1st and 10. We are going to drop into a cover 3. This is where Devonta Smith kind of pulls that out and up on on Stokes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to run all the way through. We'll let you guys just kind of watch it. Pulls the out and up.
Oh, my God.
And gets beat.
Yeah, on Porter.
On Porter. Now,
yeah.
Here's my thing is, as of right now, they're going to motion out. They got a tight end here with a single safety. They got a 2-back set. They're going to motion a back out, which basically turns it into the motion's going to go, right? It basically turns into a 3-by-1. You're going to have 3 receiver threats over here. You got a backside AJ Brown, which is going to be locked up. Either can be locked up man on man, depending on what their call is. But on 1st and 10, Porter's already out of position. He has to bail, and he's got to get depth to the sideline. Because on 1st and 10, if you don't get depth to the sideline, as soon as Devonta Smith breaks on that out, if you don't get depth to the sideline and you continue vertical up the field, then you have to flip your hips to get to the sideline. You are the only defender to the sideline.
Yeah.
But because as soon as that motion hit, he didn't extend, or I'm sorry, I get my terminology mixed up. He didn't widen. Because at the motion, he didn't widen and get depth. Now, as soon as Devonta Smith breaks, he's got to flip his hips. And when he flipped his hips, he's beat already.
Yeah.
So I'll see it right here. See, he tries to get depth. He doesn't widen enough. If he's widening at the bottom of the numbers, if he at least gets to the bottom of the numbers, as soon as Devonta turns, he doesn't necessarily have to flip his hips instantly. He can continue to stay on top. And because he doesn't widen, he's got to flip all the way around. Devonta knows it. Jalen Hurts knows it. And once you kind of get past that 10 to 12-yard mark, both Jalen Smith and Devonta Smith, they know, guess what? I'm one-on-one. There's no help to the sideline on cover 3. And so as soon as this motion happens, he's got to widen and get depth instantly, but he's late to do it. He doesn't get enough. He doesn't widen enough. He tries to get depth. He bails. But because he doesn't widen quick enough, bang. He's got to flip his hips, and now he's going to get beaten on that out and up. And to me, I think it's inexperience.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does a better job. I mean, you look at Devonta Smith's alignment. He's so far inside. He's splitting the distance between the numbers and the hash. Exactly. He's got to protect that sideline.
Exactly.
So hopefully it's just inexperience. And again, I'll play it one more time. The walk-up of Jeremy Chin instantly tells them what the coverage is. What he just walks up. Now they all know. Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, no. I got one-on-one. I'm gonna beat this rook.
Yeah, Darian Porter ain't had to guard too many Heisman Trophy winners, right?
Yeah, exactly. LS, I still think his ability to flip those hips around was impressive, given he's a bit on the move. He does flip. It's quick, yes, but unfortunately, if he widens the sideline, he wouldn't have to flip those hips because he's got to flip all the way around. To whereas if he's actually widens, he just has to flip to keep his shoulders square. He doesn't have to flip all the way around because now he's chasing as opposed to just moving with the route. Now he's in chase mode. And when you get in chase mode, now your strides get too big. As soon as Devonta hits that move up the sideline, now he's caught. So Dre, yes, it is coaching.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's also like the coaches may have coached him but it could be also inexperience. Like that motion happened so quickly. Maybe he didn't identify where Devonta Smith was on the field. He was splitting the distance between the numbers and the hash. That means you're exposed to the sideline. You gotta widen. You gotta protect that sideline on 1st and 10. But I hate the play call on 1st and 10. to be honest. All right, let's see. We got Landon Roberts again. He's right here, tone setter. If we can bring him back, I would. I mean, this guy comes downhill all day long.
Yeah, that was nice.
He's right here. I won't spend too much time on him. It's just kind of giving an example or just showing. Like, I mean, he bypass the blocker, come downhill, make the tackle.
Is that Saquon?
Yes, it was.
I figured it had to be somebody fast because usually Maxx is usually he's able to chase a lot of these guys down from the backside when they leave him unblocked like that. But
yeah,
he wasn't gaining any yards on Saquon.
Not Saquon. All right, there's Adam Butler up top. You know, he had an okay game this week, but did a good job, kind of stuffing the run here. But what I'm noticing though is they're moving him more as like a 5 technique.
Yeah.
And when he's going against center's here, so he's more of like a 3-eye. He might be. I can't see really, but
maybe it's 3.
What sucks is he's playing too much with these guys now. I'm noticing that the last couple of weeks he's no longer just shooting gaps like he normally does. He's putting his arms on. He's just reading. And I don't know if this is something that he's being coached now or whatever it may be. We saw it all last year. We've seen it this year where he just, shoots the gap and he's gone.
Yeah. And
I've seen it the last couple of weeks where he's now just kind of extending his arms and he's just stalemating and reading. That's all he's doing. But good play by Adam Butler. Now we got Maxx. Maxx does a good job. Here's his sack.
Oh, yes.
Remember, guys?
The Thomas Booker stalemate play.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go? Thomas Booker's in your face.
Thomas Booker, he got in his face. We'll take it. Here's Maxx on the right hand side. Remember, guys, hit that hashtag Raiders if you guys got a comment or question or just want me to bring it up. The only problem though is like you're saying, Booker gets good penetration up top. I think there was a stunt kind of JJ Pegues kind of loops around. But Maxx, like, if it works, it works. But if it doesn't,
and that's Jalen Hurts too. Yeah, that's Jalen.
It worked this time, but we've seen so many times where it doesn't. So, it killed him later in the game. He got caught on it.
Oh yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, because if he starts taking off, so is that a landing? Is that a landing on Goddard? If he starts taking off, whoever that is, that Chin that's sitting right there.
It's Chin at the top of the screen, yeah.
Yeah, so if he starts taking off, Chin has to respect that.
Yep.
And then Goddard just flows to the sideline.
Yep, he just moves.
And it's easy touchdown.
Yep. That's why just letting guys out of the pocket, especially on the goal line, is not a good idea. That's why Maxx with that looping pass rush. If it works, it works, but a lot of times it kills them. All right, here's Devin White. We're going to talk about Devin White. I think there was a lot of argument between him and Maxx, but here's Devin White here. Devin White had 16 tackles. I'll tell you right now, I got about 7 tackles between the third and fourth quarter that were just hell of a plays by Devin White.
Yeah.
A lot of times he'll rack up tackles because he's just defending the pass and he's just in the area because he's horrible at defending the pass.
Yes.
But this game he did a really good job of just getting to the ball.
Exactly. Yeah, waiting for the guy in the backfield.
And as we go through this, guys, let me know, because I know a lot of people talked about maybe Devin White giving up on a lot of plays. And when they would mention Devin White, they said a lot of plays or multiple plays. And I'll be real, I didn't see it. I saw one that was questionable.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. But I didn't see any other time where he fully it was clear he gave up on the play. And so, correct me if I'm wrong, or chat, let me know if you know exactly where it happened. But I look at every play 11, 12 times, and I just didn't see any other play where it's clear that he gave up on a play. But all right, Coach, are you in the building? Your boy Tom Yami in spy duty.
I said this is a spy against Jalen Hurts.
This is a spy duty.
Forcing the incompletion to Bigsby. That's a first down probably if you catch that thing too.
Yeah. Spy duty. Where's Coach at? Right here. Yeah. Booker does a good job. Definitely he walks this, I believe it's the center back, does a good job of getting pressure in Jalen Hurts' face. But man, Jalen Hurts, he was so inconsistent this game in that first half. Inaccurate in the first half, man. He could have that score. If Goddard would have caught that touchdown, if we would have caught a couple passes, they would have caught a couple passes. Like Hurts would have thrown the ball a little bit better.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Yeah. Quicker.
Here's another one. All right, you got Atlanta Roberts up top again. I mean, if it pops on film, I'm gonna show it.
Oh.
I mean, you take on the lead blocker, you shut him off. Yeah, the runner gained a couple yards, but I'll take this. I'll take this as a middle linebacker.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was a 2-3 yard game. We take that.
Yeah. We'll run through one more time just at the sky view. I'm telling you. I'll bring back Atlanta Roberts.
Yeah.
We're kind of flying through the defense. I want to definitely get to the offense. We got Laulu. Again, he continues to kind of shine on film. Even when he doesn't make the play, he does a really good job of maintaining the line of scrimmage. But we've seen it all season long where he's flashing. And if we could bring him back, he's on a 1-year contract. If we could bring him back as a rotational piece, as competition, cheap contract to kind of fill one of those backup roles,
yeah,
I think it could be worth it. Takes on the double team, sheds off of it, makes the play.
There you go.
Like that's taking a double team from two massive human beings. He's right here.
Saw how Tyrie took it before.
Yeah, right.
Jeremy Chin.
Go ahead.
Said Jeremy Chin was in the mix too.
I'll run through one more time. Yeah, I got one as Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin overall had a pretty bad game. It was rough. But he's trying to get involved. He's getting involved
right there.
What up, Leo? What's going on, brother? Just shout out to everybody at 7:00. Leo and Jeff and all those guys, Jay, they go live 7:00 West Coast time. So definitely check them out. Once we're off of here, go over there. They got their live on Wednesdays as well. So definitely go check them out.
Indeed.
Pigs. What's going on, man? Yeah, let's see, Dre. The whole D-line flashes at times, except for that's very true. That is very true. And we even got a flash of Booker today.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show it.
Yeah, he had a nice TFL. I remember.
Yeah. Pigs, man. Nice stacks and shed. Yes, it is. All right, let's see. Next one. All right. They jaw back and forth. Max. This is he bites inside. You lose edge. He knew it was him. He turns around. I don't know if you guys can see it. He says it's him. He's got the contain. He bites on Saquon.
Yeah.
Can't lose contain. And typically, you would see it different. All right, a lot of times in that type of situation, when you have kind of that read option, if that end wants to crash, then you're going to have somebody looping onto the outside.
Yeah.
All right, it's not going to be the corner. The corner's got basically the Goddard right here, I believe, or this is one of the tight ends. You got Stokes locked up with the tight end. He's the number one threat to his side. So if Jeremy Chin rolls over, then Max can crash all day long. Then you got run support off the edge with Jeremy Chin. But it's just not there. Max has to get contained, and he loses it. But with the bad, Max also has the good. All right, we all know Max is a hell of a player. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
But this is what Maxx brings most of the time, and this is like signature Maxx move. When and I think last year I showed it with Robert Spillane. He's showed it a couple times where you basically can freeze the blocker and then you dip on him, and it's just nasty. I loved using it when I played because, again, I'm not the biggest guy in the world, so I need to figure out ways. How do I kind of get around blockers, right? And especially being a middle linebacker, at times either you got to take on the blocker, or if I'm in space and I know I'm not going to be able to take that guy on, I'm gonna freeze you and I'm gonna dip on you real quick. And it only works if the timing's right. If you can time it perfectly, as soon as that blocker starts to extend his arms, starts to lean, and you dip on him, oh man, you'll catch people nasty. So he's at the top of the screen, just dips on him. Mm. I got the end zone view too. He's right here on the right hand side. Just watch him freeze him. Just dips. Yeah, you don't stand a chance. He's so good, and again, the timing has to be right. If the timing's not right, you're going to get caught. But he's perfected it.
Yeah, because he kind of lulls you to sleep.
Yeah, it's
because it's not a really violent get off, and then then it's just a quick move. See how he kind of almost like how wide receivers do it, where they set up their routes. Now they're spreading their legs.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you get square a guy up so he doesn't know where you're going. You freeze him, and then
I don't know. I love watching it. It's nasty work. It's nasty work.
I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the ghost. I thought he was gonna do the ghost, the Devon Miller.
No, no, right?
He goes.
Oh man, here's another cover 3 beater. We showed the cover 3 beater last time. All right. Here's another example of it. And again, you got to know the down and distance. Here's another 1st and 10. All right. Another 1st and 10. You basically have a very simple flood concept. You got a 3x1, basically closed set. Closed set just means you have a tight end here, close to the tackle. You got 3 receivers with the backside receiver. So you have a 3x1 set. I'm going to run all the way through. I just have the eagle eye view. So the motion, that little retract motion, that's all that takes to know what are you in zone or are you in man. All right. So Goddard goes in. Nobody slides down. Nobody slides to stack them. Everybody just it's just a shift. That's all it is. What does Jeremy Chin do? He moves up pre-snap. Now they know it's cover 3. And they flood the zone. They got a short route. They got a deep route. And because cover 3, you have a corner that bails, and Porter has the sideline. He's got deep to the sideline. You got, and this is where they freaking bail on Adam Butler. But you got Snowden. That's got the flats. Jeremy Chin, hook to curl. You got Atlanta Roberts, got a hook to curl. Obviously, with the trips onto the field side, he's going to favor that way. But you got a flat route, you got a deep route, and you just let Goddard go to the vacant area. There's just nobody there. This is 1st and 10. So in 1st and 10, everybody has to stay true to their assignment. If this was 3rd and 13, then guess what? Snowden gets depth. If it's 3rd and 13, Snowden gets depth. Jeremy Chin gets depth, and now you're basically taking away this passing lane. And then you could dump off to the short route, and then you swarm. Let them catch the ball at 6 yards, and then you can swarm. But you call it on 1st and 10, everybody has to maintain their responsibility. Exactly. And I'll go back and run all the way through. A flood route concept can beat cover 3 all day long if you don't adjust to it post-snap. He's just wide open. He's just on the sideline. Let's see, Francis, the Sith, you're in here, man. Raiders under 100 yards this weekend or over.
Oh shit! Oh man, Under,
God.
under.
I got to take the under. You got to take the under.
Oh my goodness.
You're probably losing money taking the under, to be honest.
Yeah, man, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Coming from? Was that like a Y cross?
Yeah, so it's kind of a delayed release. But here, John Fallon, you're saying, do the rookies really learn anything if you lose and get dominated that bad? You always learn something.
Oh yeah,
there's always. That's why we go through the game film. There's always teaching moments in every single game, multiple times.
Yeah.
Just hopefully they're coaching them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll run it all the way through.
You ever heard the old adage that sometimes coaches like they like when their team has a bad practice, that gives them the opportunity to really get after them, like they really chew them out, because you really learn the most in failure. You learn the very most in failure, and that's why you kind of have to go through those. That's why they call it growing pains. It's like, it's not growing pleasures. You feel me? So like you learn the most as you deal with that kind of stuff, because that's the best teacher.
It is. And Dre, you're saying might as well play a cover 3 match right there, even if that should be potentially a post snap adjustment.
Yeah.
As soon as Goddard continues to come back out, but there's so much communication in order to be able to actually make the adjustment post snap, that everybody would have to be on the same page. And it's so hard to do in cover 3 on 1st and 10 because you have to stay true to your assignment. So it's just, man, this is why I hate cover 3 as a base defense. Shout out to Leo going to Houston. Ooh, man, have fun.
I mean, Houston's going to be fun. Houston, the city,
yes,
is going to be fun. But
yeah, that's why. Good thing Christmas is right around the corner. They'll get plenty of candy for Christmas.
Man,
but maybe not for a Raider game. So
I'll probably be out there for the Giants game. That's the week after, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably head out there. That's like our Super Bowl
nice.
Right there, so I'll probably head out there for that at least.
Yeah. So real quick, Severe, you're kind of talking about this. So this is basically just a delayed release by this tight end. So Goddard gets up to kind of get to that zone. You got Devonta that basically runs the clear out, but he chips and delays out to get to the flats.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah. So it's not a white. Yeah, he was on that same side of line of scrimmage. Yeah, so it's not a white.
Oh yeah, you said white cross. Yeah, he was on the same side. Yeah. All right, a nice. I don't know if he's taking a page out of. I don't know if he's taking a page at Adam Butler's book, but a nice little lag technique by our boy Booker right here.
Yeah.
Look at him. Let's watch Booker. This is the best highlight of this guy this year.
Yeah, I remember that TFL I'm talking about.
And I will show it. I'll show it for sure.
It's feeling that. This is old team too.
Yep. Nice little lag technique, kind of backdoors it, Watch this. Yeah.
That was nice. Nice. So a little lateral movement there too. All right.
I mean, if we saw that week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, week 8, like it would have been good. But week 16, 15,
he's keeping his powder dry. He understands.
Yes.
The assignment. He understands this. He wanted us to know that he is there.
That is true.
Like it's in the toolbox, but I sacrifice for the greater good.
It is. Cool, Kevin Billing. What's going on, man? What's going on? All right, here we go. Again, look, I don't know if this is Patrick Graham. I don't know if this is Pete Carroll. Obviously, Pete Carroll is a cover 3 guy. So I got to believe a lot of this is Pete Carroll, and he's putting a big stamp on this defense. This is when they converted on 3rd and 12. You're basically running a massive shell on top on 3rd and 12 with a mobile quarterback. I have no clue why in the hell you would run cover 3 at this point. It's 3rd and 12.
Yeah.
Like, this is where you could run cover 3 and potentially get away with it.
Yeah.
And you got a 4-man rush, and it's not a problem. I don't understand the play call. I don't know. It's like you're just gonna give a mobile quarterback the first down. This just like when I saw the way, because the one thing to keep in mind, right, is when you're looking at the broadcast view, when you're actually watching the game, you don't see this.
No.
In the view on television, you just kind of see this. You don't know what's kind of working behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as Jalen Hurts saw this, he's like, "You got to be kidding me! I'm gonna take a draw. You can let the DNs just basically just push the DNs into the backfield and continue to get to the second level. Double team the goddamn linebackers. Double team the two interior guys. You don't even stand a chance. Like, it just, I don't know. When I saw that, yeah, that pissed me off. But I don't know if that's a Pete Carroll thing. I don't know if that's a Patrick Graham thing.
Jeremy Chin got cooked right there.
Yeah. Another one. Jeremy Chin. Let's go ahead and drop down. Jeremy Chin right here. He's got to do a better job. You got to be run support at least a little bit.
Man. He got, talk about getting thrown out the club.
You know, Snowden he's got to do a better job trying to set this edge. But Jeremy Chin, man,
it's a tight end did him. It's a tight end did him like that. You're supposed
to be a run stopping safety, and we saw this a lot this game. This is one of the concerns. Again, we weren't able to do game film of him in the offseason, and when I watched his game film against the Commanders, this is what I was seeing. Is he's got real good flashes of run support. But there's also times where he allows himself just to get manhandled.
He's used to practicing against Jenty.
Exactly right. Jesus Christ.
All
right, Coach, don't worry. Your boy Tom Yami is going to be up here in just a second. Don't worry. Don't you worry. But I think this is the play that pissed everybody off. All right? You got Maxx. You got Devin White running the sideline. They're jawing at each other. I think this is the play. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this. We're going to break this thing down. But obviously, it's kind of run off of the edge. I'll run it all the way through. I got this view and the end zone view. I'll run it just all the way through. Dallas Goedert it's very similar to the other play, but Dallas Goedert kind of gets this. It's, again, another just damn good play design by the offense coordinator over there.
Yeah.
Because they basically get Saquon in there. Because you're using a backside eligible player to get that handoff, you basically are outmanning at the point of attack. So I'll run it all the way through one more time. And I'll pause it. So you got man. You basically have a hat on the hat. Everybody is basically blocked up. But because you're in goal line, because you're so close to the goal line, you got Jeremy Chin. You have
Darian
Porter, that they have to basically hesitate for that split second to make sure that they don't have to continue on in pass coverage with some of these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they even pulled a guard. My bad. Let me do it again. Did they pull? Yeah. Oh, no, he just got out.
No, he's got out, yeah.
But he hooked Maxx. Yeah. So run it one more through and then we'll talk about it. You got to hear? Great job basically scooping outside to get leverage. Seals off Maxx. You got Devin White.
I really don't understand I see what Maxx was like. He wasn't gonna catch him. Like, he wasn't gonna catch him. I honestly don't think Maxx or Porter did their job.
Yeah, so Maxx, he's got to do a better job. When he sees flow, he's got to extend. He's got to work down the line of scrimmage, and he doesn't do a really good job.
You string that thing out. You string it out as far as you can, and then you let the backside guys chase it down.
And the Darian Porter just gets too involved in the blocker. And when everything kind of stretches out, the responsibilities move down the line of scrimmage. And so essentially Darian Porter's got to be the one to either force this to the sideline and push them out of bounds, use that sideline to your advantage, use that 12th defender, or you funnel everything back in. So all the responsibilities move down as flow kind of gets down to the line of scrimmage. So I'll pause it. At this point right now, you already passed on. I'll go back. You got 36, which is the last man, the first eligible receiver. This is where Darian Porter's got his eyes on. As soon as 36 engages with Jeremy Chin, he's got to replace. He's got to replace and step down, either funnel it in or stretch it to the sideline. So you watch 36. As soon as 36 engages here with Chin, bang, now you get downhill and you take on Saquon, force it back inside. Exactly. The responsibility has to pass down when it comes to defending the edge. And Darian Porter he funnels his way right into 36, loses everything. Darian Porter's eyes are just very undisciplined on this play. Now, I think this is a play a lot of people said Devin White just kind of gave up. Guys, let me know if you agree or disagree. But in all of this mess, it's very hard to really locate the ball carrier right away. I think Devin White might have tried to see, he might have thought maybe Saquon had the ball or something. Because Saquon is leading, Hurts likes to run with the football. So Hurts might have taken off with the football. So I think through all this mess, Devin White was trying to locate the ball. And when he finally realizes that none of these guys have it, he locates it and he tries to get out. But I'll go to the end zone view. He has no chance to get Goddard. By the time he sees that Goddard has the ball, I want you to see the distance between him and Goddard. Goddard's in a full sprint by the time White sees that he has the ball. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. My bad. Let me go back one more.
And in that case, Goddard actually has the angle. So
yeah,
he'd have to outrun the distance and the angle, which, he's athletic, but it ain't happening.
Goddard's already in a full sprint. He's just going to the pylon at this point. And so White, he's already trying to figure out who's got the ball. Once he locates it, now he's got to get into a full sprint. In that distance, he's not covering that, especially at that angle. Even if he got there to put a hand on him, he's not stopping him from getting the end zone. So I don't look at that as Devin White giving up. He had to get through all this mess before he could locate and identify who has the ball.
And to your point, as Saquon runs by, you see he's looking at Saquon, and then he kind of does a little hop step to his right, and then he notices Goddard has it.
So I don't know what started the jawing, but Max, he's got to do a better job of funnel that thing down line of scrimmage, try to widen himself out. Yeah. But I don't know what started the jawing. I mean, unless Devin White
said something,
because he runs into Max, he probably looked at Max and get the hell out of my way.
Oh yeah, maybe I don't know. Max gave up that outside a little too easy, and that allowed 81? That allowed 81 to get up to the second level.
Yeah. But Max got hooked. He's got to do a better job. Down the goal line, man, you're inside the 5-yard line. You want to be able to play on their side of the line of scrimmage in their backfield, and he just gets hooked. So I think it looks like the play that's what started, but in my opinion, it just doesn't look like Devin White gave up. That's just my opinion. So let's see. Let me just kind of get to Leo. A lot of these guys are on 1-year prove-it deals. They've proven it. No one needs to sign them next year. Hey, don't talk about I do like a Landon Roberts, though. I'd bring him back just as a serviceable linebacker so we don't have so many position needs. Yeah, Picks Bigs, it was just an ugly play all over. It was. Let's see. Jax Raider. Exactly. Max was just frustrated. I think you're talking about this play. Probably frustrated because he got his ass hooked.
Yeah, but we got to keep the same standard because there was literally a play where Raheem Mostert whiffed on the pass pro, and everybody was cooking Geno because he called him out for literally. It was 100%, 1,000% Mostert's fault for whiffing on his block. which cost them. I think on that play would have been a touchdown had he executed the blocks. I think we had a guy open, if I recall correctly. So if he executes his block correctly, Geno doesn't get sacked. We score a touchdown. So obviously Geno's mad in the situation. He's letting the guy know he's mad. We criticize Geno for that, but we let Maxx get away with this when Maxx doesn't do his job. Like, bro, you do your job. Don't tell me about my job. Do yours. Don't worry. You worried about what I'm doing. Like, you feel me? Like, no, do your job. If I don't do my job at that point, then say something to me. But you didn't even do your job. So, in fact, you got your ass pushed into me. like, come on, bro.
Exactly. And I see Hawks Rocks, bro. There's absolutely nothing to talk about. If you know what there is to talk about, then there is a lot to talk about. I promise. You just got to know what to talk about. Jeff, man, I appreciate you throwing a super chat out there. I see it. He pushed Maxx. He did. He ran right into Maxx, and that probably would have that is probably what started it. Devin White probably was like, "Hey, man," he probably pressed Maxx a little bit and said, "Hey, you got to get in line of scrimmage. You can't get hooked like that." And Maxx probably wanted to give something back, and that's what started it all. You know what I'm saying? And so, let's see, Alec. They can totally mug Maxx and take his wallet, no flags.
Yeah,
he does get
hooked. That's life as an NFL superstar. You know,
it is.
All the guys I be seeing Will Anderson. We didn't got away with a few ourselves. So
you're right.
So that's just you can call holding on every play. When you're a superstar, you're gonna get held, man. That's just life in the big city. Will Anderson's getting mugged on a play in, play out basis. You gotta play through it.
Yeah, Dixon says not supposed to be that easy. No, it is not at all. Yeah, he shoved him. He did on the play. Dixon, you're saying Devin White has the green dot, don't he? No, I think it's Atlanta Roberts. I think Atlanta Roberts has the green dot. Maxx would have caught him if he had the pink Jordans on. God damn it, Leo. God damn it.
11s, yeah. Those were clean too, though, man. The NFL is weak for making them. They were weak for making them take it off because he would have paid the fine. He said he was willing to pay the fine. Just let the guy pay the fine. He's paying tribute to his daughter, man. Let the guy pay tribute to his
right.
And it's like, come on, man. NFL. These
only
rules.
We got one more. All right, I got some other Devin White stuff, but I definitely got the Tom Yami, coach, in a second. We got last defensive play, then we're going to get to the Tom Yami stuff. But just another situation. Cover 3. I don't know what Jeremy Chinn's doing here. There's a lot of times, right? Based on the personnel, based on the package that you see in front of you, you might alter your defensive scheme, your defensive game plan. And so this is just basically another cover 3 look. All right. You got Porter bailing. You got Eric Stokes. Even though he plays up on the line of scrimmage, you can see he bails through the snap. He's bailing, staying on top of everything. You got Isaiah Palomau, if you guys can see it. He's now bailing to the center. Jeremy Chinn basically gets into a trail technique.
Yeah.
But they hit A.J. Brown for the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. A.J. Brown, that's crazy.
And that's too easy.
He's a guy. He had the most attention of everybody. That was crazy.
I mean,
he had 3 guys on him. It still gets a touchdown.
Now, I will say I fault. It was hard to get the end zone view, but Isaiah Palomau, if they're truly in a cover 3, then I put a lot of this on Isaiah Palomau. Even if Jeremy Chinn's on the trail technique, then Jeremy Chinn has to get in a trail technique on the inside of him. Exactly. Because you have help with Darian Porter on the outside.
Exactly.
And so you want to trail, if you're going to be in a trail technique, you got to stay inside of this route. Force the quarterback to have to throw over any inside defender. But Jalen Hurts' eyes were basically on A.J. Brown the entire time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start and I'm gonna pause it because of the action to this side, and you see Isaiah Palomau. He's basically favoring the field, the boundary side. Jalen Hurts is looking this way the entire way. Yeah. There's nothing threatening deep right here, right now. You better turn your hips.
Gotta bail.
You got to get to the middle.
As soon as you see there's no deep threats, man, you got to bail out of there.
You got to get there because the ball's already out. So there's no deep threat by the receivers. And so because of that release at the snap, this release at the snap right here, there's no deep threat. John, he's looking. Bail. Get your ass over there. And he's late to it. Again, Jeremy.
Like screen or something like that? Is that what they made it look like they set up to that side? Like a wide receiver screen?
Makes it look like it. Just, yeah, a little bit. So, but even so, it's also identifying your personnel, right? These are two tight ends. So even if Jalen looks this way and you start to bail, but he looks back, it's tight ends. They're not the fastest guys in the world. They're not going to be able to get up seams that quickly. And plus, if they try to get the seam, they're going to go up this hash. You got Eric Stokes that's bailing to the numbers up to the sideline. And so there's no reason why Isaiah Palomau should not open his hips and bail at this point because his eyes are glued on A.J. Brown. I'll go back again. But again, Jeremy Chin, if you're gonna trail technique him, you better trail him inside underneath.
Yeah.
So again, it's technique. Could it work? It could work, but we're just not executing it properly. But this is also why I hate the cover three, because in the cover three, the things that are susceptible, the quick out routes are on 8 to 10 yards and the seams all day long. And we see it week in and week out. All right. Where's Coach at? All right, Coach, we're going to run through this. Here we go. You ready, Coach? I already gave you one, Yami. Little quarterback spy. Coach, let us know you still in here. Here's your boy. I'm gonna give you a couple. Here he is right here in the middle, a little double mug look, walking it up.
See what PTO is doing. All right, PTO.
He's getting involved.
All right.
He's getting involved. We're going to run these quick because then we're going to jump to the opposite side. Come on, Coach. I know you're still in here.
He's getting involved like Raphael Sadiq and Q-Tip. SAW with DIQ.
I got a couple more. Don't worry. It's not the only ones. You know, if he's getting involved, we're going to give him his credit. Look at him right here. Little check step up, drop.
Oh,
man.
Okay.
Look at him open.
Okay. I would like him playing the ball right there, but okay, I'll take it.
Look at him. Look at Tommy. Look at it. Check step up, identify pass, open to the near threat.
And look
at Tommy Yami.
He got the mismatch. Oh, you guys just one tape on just 1 foot. Is that swag, Tommy? Tommy, is that swag? Or is that an actual injury?
Tommy, let's see.
Boy, no.
That's injured. Let's see. All right. Where's this one? Let's see. Which one is this? Okay, hey, watch Tommy. Watch him. Right here. Look at him try to go blow things up.
Okay. Hey, get it. Hey, I like that. Take on it. What was that, a guard or tackle? I'll take that all day. You didn't make the play, but get in there, be physical, play with some ill intent. That's what you want to see. With the swag on, with the fanny pack. With the fanny pack on, man. My grandmama got me this chain, you know.
Oh, that's funny. And one more, but hey, if Coach is in here, this is the one that Coach can hang on to. This is the one. He's right here. Watch Tommy, goal line. Watch Tommy do a little something.
Oh, okay, Tommy.
He's down here, right here.
That get in there.
Right.
Okay, when preseason he wasn't doing that. Remember, I wasn't that preseason. I think it was preseason. It was doing that preseason. You know, you hesitated. You pulled the trigger this time. Talk about.
There he is.
Hey, love to see it.
With the good, there is the bad, Coach. With the good, there is the bad. Okay? But hey, we're going to give Tommy his credit. There were some rough plays. All right. But I like that he's actually showing something. All right.
Yeah.
But
Some violence. I like that.
So salute to you, Coach Jamba. I'm not going to show the other ones. But I'm gonna let you have your moment, man.
Well,
I like
keep your nose
it.
in the tuck in case you get a little.
I like it. I know. I like it, man. Let's do this. Okay, just look again. I'm just going to showcase a couple things because I think there's a lot of people out there that Coach like, all right, I'm out. I don't want to see nothing else. I won't show the other ones. Don't worry.
End on the high note for Coach. You don't want to see this offense.
Exactly. I'm going to show the other ones. But there's a lot of people out there that are just saying Devin White's absolute trash, and I think that's actually a little bit disrespect. I know that there's a little bit of I want to say there's reports coming out basically saying that he's comeback player of the year, stuff like that. And it's like,
I won't say all that. Yeah.
I wouldn't say all that. I mean, I will say based on what he basically got cut by the Eagles, and was non-existent with Houston and basically let go. And for him to come here and do what he's doing, you could at least put him, like it's massive improvement. All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just going to run through these, and this is end of the third. This is beginning of the fourth. And Devin White does rack up a lot of – he's right here. He does rack up a lot of tackles because he's so bad in pass coverage that they pick on him and he makes plays, right? So I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But to think that Devin White is bad in run support, I think is just a disrespect on what he's done this entire season.
Yeah.
I've already shown previously that he's got 2 tackles for losses. There's a play that he basically scraped down line of scrimmage and made a play. He's here. I mean,
nice.
A really good disciplined play. This is what's great about it. This is a very disciplined play. Basically, a read option. Hurst decides to take it. Devin White's there. There's just a couple more.
Able to get squares to the line of scrimmage. That way he can kind of, defend against the move. That's nice.
And so he's getting upfield. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Eagles game, and so to say that he's only getting all of his tackles and pass coverage or in whatever excuses may be, you may not like the guy. That's fine. You may think that 16 tackles, it's all pass coverage or garbage. No, he's doing work. He's still making plays at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he has like 10 or 11 TFLs on the year. That's
at least. He's down here, right here. And so, still fighting off blocks. He's still trying to make plays. So, the thing is for me is like, you can say that Devin White's not great. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But to say that he's trash or he's not good at all, I think is just a disrespect on his name.
Yeah. I'm a guy that didn't want Devin White here at all. So, I did not have any kind word to say about Devin White preseason. He's greatly exceeded my expectations. Is he a guy that can be upgraded on? Yes. But he's a guy, hey, if we brought him back, I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate if we brought him back.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. He is an absolute liability in pass coverage. That's the part that really hurts. I mean, it's clear as day how bad he is in pass coverage. But run support, different story. I think someone mentioned, and I think this was kind of tossed around in the preseason, or when we signed him, I'm sorry, was using him more as an edge rusher, as a D end.
Oh, yeah, I think I was talking about that.
Were you talking about that? I'm like, that's not a bad idea. A guy that's just a ball hawk that plays with leverage fairly well. I think that's not a bad idea. If you can put Jamal Adams at linebacker, you can put Devin White at defensive end. That could be an easy transition for him. John Fallon, why are they still playing Paul out of position? That's all we got right now.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
Let go of Chris Smith Senior, or Junior rather. That was, or Chris Smith the second. He was the only other post safety I guess we had on the roster, because Lonnie Johnson isn't that.
I know. Pepper in the building. What's going on, man? Oh, from Youngstown. Is this Chris's friend, cousin? I don't know.
Possibly.
I think so, man. Let me know. I think so. It sounds real. Whenever you say Youngstown, I think that's it. I just remember Youngstown. LS, we don't even play Lockheed Tassi at D tackle. We ain't getting Devin at D.
Man, we was playing Charles Snowden at linebacker. I mean, you would think that could.
I know, right?
We was playing Pratt at edge a lot of times. So, I think that's part of what pissed him off.
Probably. All right, let's go offense. We're gonna go offense. Severe, how you doing? Good on time?
I'm good.
Yeah, because I know football season's done, right?
He's done. Yeah, he's done.
So are you like good?
I'm good.
Cool. All right. Let's do some offense. All right, we're gonna start off. We don't have a whole lot of offense. So what? 75 total yards. Not a whole lot of offense to go through. We're definitely taking a look at the offensive line. We're gonna go through every Jenty run. And you guys be the judge whether or not, because we've shown it in the past. Obviously, his offensive line is not helping Jenty at all, but Jenty has had plenty of opportunities this season to kind of make his own success, make his own magic. I'll actually, Severe, when we went live on Sunday, I said that example of Bijan.
Yeah.
The Thursday night game, where he basically made his own success, right? Man, I wanted to clip that before we got on here just to show a really good example of how you create your own success as a runner. And this is what Jenty could do. I'm not expecting it every play or every time there's bad blocking, but I think the best way for me to explain it with Jenty is you want to see the flashes now so that when we get a good offensive line, like you want that oh shit moment with Jenty now, being like, damn, if you had 6 or 7 examples of like, damn, once he gets a good O-line, this motherfucker's going to take off. Like this guy is going to ball. I don't see that.
Exactly.
I don't see that once he gets a good O-line. I don't see those moments of like, oh shit, this kid's it. This kid's got it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my concern is that when we do get a good O-line, he's going to be good. But there's no question that he's going to be a good running back, but there's always going to be that, was he good enough for the number 6 overall pick?
Yeah.
And that's when you should be top 5 in the NFL. And I just don't see top 5 in the NFL, even behind a bad offensive line. Like you want to see those flashes of like, damn, once he gets a good O-line,
exactly,
this kid's going to pop off, and just don't see it, unfortunately.
No, yeah. I mean, because it's going to look like if he starts playing well, as I said, I think he's a good player. I just don't think he's an elite player or a special player or a generational player. And if I'm going to take a running back top 10 in the deepest running back class of all time, you got to be good. You got to be better than good. You got to be special. You got to be elite. You got to be generational. And so, once we get an offensive line, I probably run like a 4.8 right now, bro. You don't want me out there. You don't want me out there, free safety, man. It's gonna look like Devin White trying to chase down Goddard. It's gonna be but it's like if he starts playing well, we get our offensive line together and he starts playing well, it's gonna look like he was wholly dependent on an offensive line being like really good in front of him. So, you want him to display that, as you said, I'm special even without these great guys in front of me. I can take these mediocre guys or I can take average guys and I can still produce at a fairly high level. Obviously right now, we're not even at 1,000 yards rushing as a team. We're at 3.4 yards per carry as a team. So like we should crack 1,000 yards as a team. I think we're like 961 or something like that. But like we're barely going to eke past 1,000 yards total rushing as a team. So, and we drafted a running back 6 overall. So now we're still dead last in rushing after taking a running back 6 overall. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, and VBZ, man, I see you saying Jenty's a bust. Why are we sitting on here pretending? The thing is for me, I'd never call a kid a bust his rookie year. There's just so much learning that comes involved. There's so much development that comes involved into it. Like, could he evolve into a running back that all of a sudden kind of shocks us or has a skill set that was kind of lingering, and all of a sudden he pops off. I mean, the thing is that the biggest way that he can kind of give you those moments, it doesn't have to happen all the time, but those moments that you're like, damn, once this kid does have good blocking, he is going to pop off. He's going to be that 1,800-yard, rushing guy. We don't see that when he gets an open space. And open space is when, if you have a really bad offensive line, a lot of times in open space, you can kind of show it. You can show that, man, once you get a good offensive line, because when you have a good offensive line, that means you're going to get to open space a lot more during the game. You're going to get to the second level. You're going to get to the third level, and that's when you're in open space. And I want to see what you can do in open space. That's what separates the good from the great. Like, if you get James Cook in open space, gone. You get Bijan in open space, he's doing some work. You get Jenty in open space, which he's been in open space probably a dozen times this season, whether it be through passing or he kind of breaks that line of scrimmage just a little bit. And he just doesn't have that it to him right now.
Yeah.
Then that's what he's putting on film. Could he develop into that? Maybe. So I would never put the bust label on somebody the rookie year. They're young. They can be coached. They got to develop. By the end of year 2, year 3, it's looking the same as we're seeing today. It might, that might be a different story, but I definitely wouldn't put that out there right now. Severe, any thoughts on that before we go to offense?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to make any assertions about him being a bust. For me, like a bust, like Tyrie Wilson is a bust in my opinion, right? Like I don't think Tyrie Wilson is an NFL player. I just don't think he's a guy that you want to, or an NFL starter. He's not a guy you want to see in your starting lineup as an NFL player. Jenty, I think he can be a starter in the NFL or running back. Or part of a 2-man rotation at running back. So I think he'll be a good player. But will he ever be worth the 6th overall pick? If by bust you mean like he's not worth the 6th overall pick? I said that before we drafted him, right? So that's. He'd have to do something amazing to prove otherwise. But I'm not going to throw the bust label on him just yet.
No, and like to Severe's point, like trust me, I have plenty of concerns. I got plenty of concerns that Jenty is not going to be or will ever perform worth a number 6 overall pick, because I'm not a big pick a running back early in the first round guy ever, for so many reasons. But I have plenty of concerns. But again, players can get coached up. He can get coached up, and he's got plenty of time. He's a rookie. He's young, and so we'll just kind of see how it plays out. But I'd never put a bust label on anybody that rookie year. That's really tough to do. Okay, let's the Giants are the 31st against the run. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. Okay.
We played another team that was dead last against the run already, and we didn't.
Did we?
He didn't do anything. I forgot who it was. But we played a team that was dead last against the run. People were like, yeah, wait till we play them, and then we played them, and then he didn't do anything.
Yeah. Look, BB's like, I did not like Tyrie Wilson at all when we drafted him. The first time I got on this YouTube thing, it was my first opportunity to talk about Tyrie Wilson, because I wasn't doing this YouTube thing when we drafted him. And I never called Tyrie a bust. I just explained the numerous concerns I had about Tyrie.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until the tail end of his second year, I was like, okay, I think it's time to kind of put that label on him. But I waited because I just had the concerns. You can coach up and all that stuff. So, God damn it, Leo, get out of here with that.
Yeah, you won't get 1,000 yards this season, which is crazy. He's gotten all our carries.
Shiloh Sanders. Keep the Sanders right away from me, Leo. God damn it. All right, let's see. All right, let's go offense. We're gonna go through the Jenty runs. All right, we're gonna go through every single Jenty run. There's only 9, so it's not gonna be too long. But you guys be the judge. We've shown multiple basically examples of when Jenty had opportunity and he just didn't take it. Wrong cut, wrong read, didn't make that first man miss, those type of things that you want to see a number 6 overall pick. But there's plenty. Obviously, the offensive line isn't good, so there's a lot that isn't his fault as well.
Yeah.
And so,
I was told there's a play that we're going to see that's going to piss me off. So,
we'll see how that works out. Let's see. There's already 8 running backs that have already hit 1,000 yards. Shit, are there? I mean, James Cook has to be one of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jonathan Taylor. Is it Bijan?
Trayvon's going to get 1,000 yards, and
he's in rotation. If he gets if he gets 1,000 yards in rotation, that's wild.
He didn't start till like week 8, something like that. So yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, same here, Pig. Same here.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Jenty run.
And he's now the odds-on favorite. He's the betting favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year, too.
Who's that?
Trayvon.
Is he in? Is he?
He's a bet. Yep. I saw something on X where he's like the betting favorite now. I think some of it is projection, what they feel he's going to do the last 3 games as well. I think he's going up against a terrible rushing team. The next or terrible rush defense the next game.
Yeah, man. Jenty runs like an old outdoor bowling ball. That's rough. It's rough. Armando, what's going on? Tyrie is overdue. His stats are museum material. Yeah. If you can find stats. Right? So, all right, Jenty run. Here we go. I'm going to run all the way through. I got the sky view as well as the end zone view on this one. Man, like Stone Forsythe, man. Stone Forsythe is bad. We all know this. A little inside zone. Stone Forsythe basically he oversets on Jordan Davis. There's no reason why you have to overset like this. You still have to maintain the near side shoulder to ride him down the line of scrimmage. If you do that, then Jordan Davis has no way of being able to commit back into the running lane. Jenty does a good job. He actually cuts right, but then you got Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker just can't handle his guy. I'll go back real quick. So it's basically inside zone right.
That's tough angle to make for Trey. It's tough to ask him to make that block at that angle because he has to turn his hips. If Jenty would have went outside of him, maybe that would have been a better course of action. But it's too rare. He can't do that though. Not from the angle he's running at. That's tough to ask Trey to make that block at that angle.
It is without question, right? And so good. Jenty, good cutback. Obviously, you see this, but you got exposed as D lineman. So I understand the cutback. That's not a problem. But Forsythe again, Forsythe just overcommits.
Horrible. Yeah, Jenty makes the right read too. If Forsythe's able to hold his water, at least get some positive yardage there.
Because Forsythe is big enough. This human being is 6'6". Now I know Jordan Davis is a massive human being, but
massive physical.
But you could still wash this guy down. I mean, you have Dylan Parham help. You could wash this guy, take the near side shoulder, wash him down, and you can even extend. If you washed him down, and Jenty could even extend here, maybe miss him a little bit. Jenty can kind of cut right here, but it's hard for Trey Tucker to ask him to do that, which is wild. We can take a look at the offensive line too. Caleb Rogers, he obviously had a rough day. We're gonna look at some pass blocking with Caleb Rogers, just kind of see where he went wrong, where he can improve. So, all right, this is Jenty. I believe this is Jenty's run inside. It's the right cut. I believe this is the right cut. You gotta make that man miss.
Gotta make is a corner. His favorite target.
Yep. Right. It's the right cut. I like it. Make that one man miss, and you got some daylight in front of you. So those are definitely tackles you want to see Jenty break and kind of get some daylight. Because if you look at the safeties, look at where I'll pause it. Look where the safeties start from.
Yeah.
You got a 2 high safety set. These 2 guys, they crash. He breaks this 1 tackle.
Get out of there.
He's gone.
That's at least an 8-yard game.
Damn.
Man, he's playing. I mean, he's from the Mountain West. He should be used to white corners. He should be there. This is nothing new to him.
He is. So, but good bounce outside, good vision, good break outside. Another guy to take a look at. Severe, your boy right here. Your boy right here.
My guy Charles in charge.
Charles Grant getting some burn. Look at him.
Yeah. He was handling Jalen Phillips. Is that Jalen right there? I don't know if that's Jalen right there.
I don't think that's Jalen Phillips, no. Hey, but that's a hell of a
that
baseball.
might be is that Brandon Graham?
No. Brandon Graham. I don't know if he's in. This is 58, I think. But it's a hell of a base block. Hell of a base block.
Look at
that. You can't complain about that. That's a good job.
How's our 3rd round pick looking better than our 1st round?
Guys, remember, hit that hashtag Raiders if you have a comment to the play or a question. Let me know. But good job by Charles Grant. Again, because it's basically just kind of a duo set. They're just double teaming the linebackers. Great job by Grant. Like to see him just kind of swing his hips just a little bit to seal off, but you really can't complain about that base block. That's good work.
Yeah. I think he got him turned, but he got him turned late.
Yeah. But hey, good to see our 3rd round rookie just kind of getting some burn, getting some reps. Definitely like to see it. Oh no. Oh, we got not much room to make there. Yeah, there's not a lot of room. Good cut. Definitely want to see him break that tackle. Exactly. We got Myra in the building. What's going on, Myra? Just got back from the East Coast. Hey, I saw you with Jeff and the entire Raider Nation. Love it. Love
I'd have been cool to y'all too if I knew I was guaranteed to beat y'all. I'd have been hella cool too. This is an easy win.
I know, right? See, and that's the thing is the fan base. Other fan bases no longer talk shit. They just feel bad for us at this point.
Oh yeah. Only AFC West fans really give us issues now.
Yeah, LS wants to know how Philly was. Hey, I bet you they were. They're like, hey, sorry. All right, coach, what do you guys say? I should have told my brother who's an Eagles fan to watch this game, as this would be the most comfortable he's ever felt watching them play. Probably. It was a brutal game. All right. Just going through all Jenty's plays like we do, showcase them. Let me know your comments. Hit that hashtag Raiders if you can. Wait, no, hold up. My bad. I think I just missed one. I got to go back to that one. Bang. Here we go. All right, let's go. Here's a Jenty run.
Can't see it.
Hold up. Let me share the screen. Bang. We back?
Yep, we
cool.
back.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to run all the way through. This one, you definitely take a look at Caleb Rogers here. Not a whole lot going on for Jenty on this one, and it's in my opinion, it's this right here. So Caleb Rogers, he just hangs too hard. He sticks too hard on this block. He's basically looking for Jacoby Dean scraping down.
Oh man, Jenty's gonna see that dude in his nightmares. Jacoby Dean was everywhere. Jenty was. He was there.
Caleb, he's got his eyes on him. He understands this is my guy. All right, this is my guy. He knows. But the problem with Caleb Rogers, and he did this well last week, so I'm not sure what the problem was this week, but he waited for Jacoby Dean to actually commit before he did. He's got to be able to just get out. You got to take the angle, cut his angle off, and then get your hands inside of him. But he waits for Jacoby Dean to commit, and now he's late.
Yeah.
And so, in my opinion, that's all Caleb Rogers. Jenty, he picked the right, he hit the right hole. It should have been there, but because Caleb Rogers was late to it, couldn't get to Jacoby Dean. Not a whole lot going there.
Yeah. Another Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, and so one thing I do want to say about Caleb Rogers, and I saw this in his pass blocking as well, is I don't know if this is a technique he's being taught. I'm not sure what his rules are, but I'll tell you right now, it's like Caleb Rogers is trying to help out his tackle way too long. And you see it in pass coverage as well. So I'll showcase it when we go to the passing plays. But this right here, again, showing his eyes, he knows he has Jacoby Dean. But the thing is that he hangs on to the D tackle's hips way too long. He's helping out Glaze way too long, and he doesn't commit in time.
Yeah.
And I saw it all game long. So I don't know if this is something he's being coached or whatever. And so it's tough to watch, especially in pass coverage. So another Jenty run. Remember, we're showing all of his runs. You got, I'm going to run it through Parham. I think he gets muscled up on this one. And you got Brock Bowers, which is just it's not a good block, but I'll run it all the way through.
What is Stone doing?
Well, you got Dylan Parham. He's trying to take on I think it's Jordan Davis, and that's just that's a losing battle all day long. Parham just gets muscled. Parham's got to do a better job. Obviously, it's an inside zone to the right, and so he tries to scoop him a little bit, and that's fine. He tries to scoop block him a little bit, but Dylan Parham's got to know he's already an undersized guard. So if he could attack that same side shoulder, that nearest shoulder, and try to drive him, wash him down, maybe that's a better technique for him or better approach because he's undersized. But he tried to basically scoop block him, wall him off. Jordan Davis just manhandles him and doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, man.
But then you got Brock Bowers on the backside. Brock Bowers, we've showcased it all season long. All of our tight ends are bad run blockers. All of them. Yeah. So you got Brock Bowers on the backside too, and he just gets muscled up.
Yeah.
So not a whole lot for Jenty there at all. This one is just a really good linebacker stunt by the linebackers here. We basically we run somewhat of just an ISO up the middle, a bunch of base blocking going across the line of scrimmage. So everybody's kind of a base blocking, but you watch the stunt here. I actually love it. The reason why it caught my eyes because I used to run that when I was a defensive coordinator. I love this stunt, especially on short yards plays when you know it's most likely going to be a run if you scouted right. So you get a base block, Jenty's basically going to go up the middle, but you get the stunt by the linebackers. And that's what influences the entire play.
Yeah.
So you get the stunt here. Linebacker goes first. He follows. Jenty. My bad. I'm going to go back. Linebacker goes first. Here we go. I'll pause it. Bang. That's what Jenty sees. He sees a linebacker sitting right in the hole. He's got to bounce it, but at that point, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So I'll run all the way through one more time again as we kind of continue to kind of roll through this. There are moments where Jenty, hey, you made the wrong cut. You got to make your own magic happen, create your own success. But man, this game was very tough for him. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Call it how it is.
Yeah, this not one of the ones I will put on him.
No, he didn't have much opportunity whatsoever, even in the passing game. There's only, let's see, there's only about 3 more run plays for Jenty. Then we'll get to and some of the stuff we're going to talk about Jack Besh as well. This is actually a good run by Jenty. All right, good run. Keeps his feet moving, tries to move the pile. Definitely this is what you want to see out of Jenty. Obviously, given the fact that he's just that low center of gravity. But outside run, keeps his feet moving.
So 11 yarder.
I think that was his longest run of the day.
Yeah. That's nice.
It's nice, and the hard part is I mean, he ran 11 yards but got hit probably 15 times, and it's just that type of punishment until the end of the season is going to be really tough to take on if he keeps doing that, and that is the problem, right? He's not an elusive back. He's not a quick, shifty back. No. He's a fluid back.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, he's like I forget. I'm not sure if we kind of made this comparison, but remember Arian Foster?
Yeah.
Arian Foster wasn't a quick back. He was fluid.
Exactly.
And then that's the hard part for Jenty is in this moment right here, if he was quick enough, if he had the vision, the quickness, the awareness, some of those quicker backs, I could see like a Jahmyr Gibbs. I could see a
James Cook.
So James Cook. You know, they might even Caleb Rogers kind of get beaten the inside. I could see them basically let this D lineman bypass you, cut this thing back into this open space here.
Yeah.
But this isn't what Jenty is, unfortunately. He's a fluid back, not a shifty quick back.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he could do it. It's a hard cut. Don't get me wrong.
It's a difficult cut. It'd take a special player to be able to make. Well, yeah, it'd take a special player to make that cut.
It would.
But I mean, I think part of the thing with Jenty is that I think he knows what he is. I think he knows he's not a fast guy, because you make that cut and then you got to turn on the jets and you got to have instant acceleration. And
yeah,
that's not part of his game.
You're 100% right. And I see it that hashtag Raiders. Rebel, what's going on, brother? You're saying if the Raiders are trying to win, why would they take away Kenny Pickett's security blanket and only have them out there for 4 plays? If the Raiders are trying to win, why would they take away Kenny Pickett's security blanket and only have them out there for 4 plays? Who is Kenny's security blanket? Oh, my bad. You're saying Cedric Jackson.
No.
Is that what you mean, Rebel? Let me know. Because if that's what you mean, I don't know if I'd call Cedric Jackson a safety blanket, but you're right. He only played like 4 or 5 plays tops. I was watching for him. I wanted him to get the majority of snaps over Lockett. But Severe, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, like you said, calling him a security blanket, I think that's a little premature. But he's a guy that he probably has some rapport with Kenny Pickett. Because Kenny Pickett, I'm sure, was scout team quarterback. So I'm sure Cedric Jackson was one of the scout team receivers. So they probably developed some kind of chemistry there. So it would be good to get those guys on the field at the same time, especially Cedric Jackson. He's a young receiver in the league. Why are we playing guys like Lockett over him? Like, it just makes no sense.
100% agree. And so, yeah, Rebel, hopefully that answer your question. And so, Ernest in the building, what's going on, man? Henderson is the best running back in 2026. We're going to see if it happens.
I don't it's maybe somebody said that beforehand. Maybe there was somebody who said that.
Oh, man. Could you imagine if it went the way that we kind of wanted it to go? Well, hey, we're not going into that. All right, more Jenty, just a couple more, nothing too crazy. Again, just seeing we're taking a look at the run blocking, but at the same time, we're just seeing, were there opportunities that Jenty could have taken advantage of? Because we've seen plenty in the past. That's just we're just taking a look at. So this is basically a zone right scheme. You got Jenty here. We got motion down with Brock Bowers. Sorry, zone left. My bad. Zone left.
Wasn't bad.
Good cut up. Obviously, there was penetration here coming from the right side. I'll kind of pause it. You got a blitzing. You got a blitzing linebacker. Good feet by Jenty. I will give him that. Good feet by Jenty.
That was good. I mean, he didn't take the bait either. I think somebody was trying to bait him to go outside or to cut that up further, and he didn't take it.
So I'll play it one more time here. Good feet by Jenty in the backfield. Bypass that blitzing linebacker. Be able to still continue upfield.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
90 was trying to bait him.
Yeah.
And Jenty didn't take the bait. Good. That's smart. A good play by him. He didn't take the bait.
Adrian said, do the Raiders call any screen passes, quick slants, or reverse plays? No reverse plays.
No reverse. Quick slants?
Some quick slants. Some.
Drags, quick slants. We caught a screen pass last week, and either Jenty did the worst job of running the screen I've ever seen, or he didn't know the play because he was trying to block a guy on the screenplay.
Got it. Okay, so let's do this. Or LS, I put a bet on for Henderson for offensive rookie of the season.
Damn, bro, you about to cash out.
And if you did it before the season,
you about to cash
out. Rebel, you're saying KP said he was the most comfortable with Jackson because that's who he had most reps with. That makes sense.
Yeah, because like I said, they're probably both on scout team, so I'm sure they have spent a lot of time together.
Got it. Okay, so that's what you mean by the safety, Blake. I got you. I'm with you. I feel you. Appreciate you for that information. I did not hear Kenny Pickett say that. So let's see. They're trying to run these plays in the Eagles on the Eagles defense. We're trying to run something, but obviously it ain't working out. One more. This is just a good job. Trust me. We have seen Jenty try to get out the end zone before. Has not worked out. Good job, Jenty. Just kind of, this is better blocking. All right. But he just gets his ass out the end zone. This is his final run. We'll take it.
See, don't stop. He didn't stop his feet at all behind him.
Not at all, dude. Just didn't fucking double plant in the end zone. Jesus Christ.
That's what you want to see. Don't stop your feet.
But obviously, good blocking. This is later in the game. So, look, I don't think they were going for a safety, to be dead honest. They didn't bring pressure. They didn't try to blitz. But it's good to see Jenty just get out the end zone. So that's all of Jenty's runs. That's it. Severe. I know we broke down Jenty's runs, every run, all the past games. We've had our issues, a lot of them. But what's your thoughts on just the bulk of the bulk of his runs this game?
Yeah, it wasn't this game's not on him. You know, we just went against a better front, even though they're missing Jalen Carter too. Just think about that. They're missing Jalen Carter.
Jesus,
this could have been a whole lot nastier. So but it wasn't a lot for him there. I think he made some good decisions. He had that 11-yard run. I think that was a nice tough run. That's Jenty in a nutshell. The 11-yard run, that's what he is. He's not just lunch pail, like hard, just push forward. That's what he's going to do. Nothing like crazy or special or elite. Just, hey, physical, low center of gravity, push the pile type stuff. The only opportunity he really had for a big play was the Cooper DeJean run, where you kind of want to see a guy that's, top 10 pick at running back. You kind of want to see him make a guy miss right there. But other than that, sometimes you just go against better people that are better than you. And, the Raiders, they got crushed up front on both sides of the ball.
They did, and so, yes, we've definitely broken it down in the past with Jenty. But I think without question, this entire game wasn't on Jenty. Would we have liked him to see him break that one tackle of Jacoby Dean? Of course. But unfortunately, I think we're going to go into some more offensive plays. But unfortunately, I think, next week ain't going to get any easier with that Houston defense. So we'll see. We will see how it all works out.
If he thought playing against Jacoby Dean was, oh my God. If he thought playing against Jacoby Dean was hard, wait till he meets Azeez Al-Shaair.
Right.
That dude is one of the nastiest players in the league.
And LS, that doesn't surprise me. You got 1,900. If you placed that bet earlier in this, like before this season, yeah, that number's right, bro. That's wild. Good for you.
What's crazy is that LS is literally betting on that plus 1,900 on Henderson. He's literally taking money from all those fools that bet on Jenty, who was the favorite before the year.
Yep, 100%.
Crazy stuff.
Let's look a little bit of offense. We broke down all of Genty's runs. All right, so you guys seen it. Let's what I want to show is Jack Besh a little bit. We're gonna kind of go through this. What I noticed with Jack Besh, and it's the concern that I had when we drafted him. I know actually it's funny. I never had Jack Besh ever on my radar. If you go back and look at our mock drafts, I never mentioned Jack Besh.
None of us did.
None of us did. The thing is that the concern I had is, can he get separation? And he struggles bad to get separation. I don't know. And there's a couple times where I'm looking at going, I don't know what he's being coached in some of these routes. And so I'm going to showcase some of them. But you got Jack Besh at the top of the screen. This is basically just sitting in man coverage. And you got I don't know if this is a quick seam route. Maybe he turns it into a slant. Sometimes the route concept should be is you got Brock Bowers going to the flat. So if the linebackers move to it, then you might find yourself in open zone here, like an open area to hit a quick slant, maybe a quick seam. But if you go back and you look at his route, I don't know if this is just designed for Brock Bowers and Jack Besh knows it, so it's just a very half-ass route.
Crazy.
But he's at the top of the screen. This doesn't look like a guy that's looking to actually get the ball.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So it's just kind of showcasing just some of the routes. Now, where I think Besh is actually good, where I think he actually does a better job, is finding the soft spots in the zone. Yeah. Sitting in the zone, in the open spaces in zone. This is an example of it. He's down here at the bottom of the screen. You got motion. Nobody goes with the motion. You got basically the linebacker saying everybody slide down. So they slide. You know it's zone automatically. Jack Besh is down here. Breaks inside, clears the linebacker, sits in the open zone, finds the soft part of the zone, does a good job. What's really good about this is that he does a good job of not cutting this route short with the linebacker. He actually clears the linebacker, then sits. And so it's a good job by Jack Besh.
That was nice. Yeah, that was good.
So, one of the biggest things that receivers can do to improve their route running game is know coverages. Know what's happening in front of them. If they can identify the coverage just as well as a quarterback can, then to me that tells me that you're going to understand how to run your routes better. Yeah. And so hopefully Jack Besh can kind of identify that, do a good job. So here's the end zone view. I'll go back. This is actually a good help. I want to showcase Caleb Rogers. As much as he had a rough day, this is a good job. Just having good awareness with his eyes. He basically steps down to help with DJ Glaze, looks inside, has the awareness to help out Kappa. I do like the awareness there.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if this was intentional by Kenny Pickett, but that little bit of movement that influenced 58 right there.
Yeah.
Or 58, but that made the see. I told you I don't got my glasses, but that made the pass a little bit easier because he would have been sitting basically in that passing lane.
Yeah, we got what's going on, Jeremiah Smith. You're saying, is there hope for Ashton?
Depends on what
you get. If you get a good O line, like he has potential to be a good running back.
Yeah.
You know. Damn it, Leo. Yes.
David Montgomery.
Yeah.
I don't even think he has. He don't even got the shiftiness of David Montgomery, but I think he's going to be like that tier of running back where it's like, oh, David Montgomery, he's a pretty good player.
Yeah. So good O line. I think Genty's going to be good. everything we've seen so far, he just doesn't show the signs of great. And so, but it remains to be seen. He's young. He could develop. So we'll see how it works. But that's just what we see on film right now. All right, let's see. I know a guy that got Carson Schwarzenegger.
Oh my God!
I mean,
on Depoy. Oh yeah, man.
God, I mean, Severe, you're a UCLA guy. I know at Barcode. I wanted to pick your brain about Carson Schwarzenegger because I was like, I watched that kid. I was like, this kid looks like he's got promise. He looks actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And the more I watched him, I was like, this kid could be good.
I thought, yeah, it's promise. The only thing about him is that he was a walk-on. I don't remember. I don't know if he made a position switch, but he was a walk-on. But he only played 1 year. The 1 year where he was playing lights out, that's the only year he played. So you kind of like you thinking like, is this kind of a flash in the pan deal? And he never duplicates this again. But like in terms of athletically, like physically, then his size, obviously, he was on a smaller size, but then he showed up to the combine. He had put on like 15, 20 pounds. So you're like, okay, well, this guy is actual linebacker size. Does he maintain his speed? And he's still flying around out there and playing physical. So, and he's always around the ball. That's one thing, like always around the ball. He had a nose for the ball, really good instincts, but you just kind of wondered, would he be able to translate? But obviously we see what it's looking like. And that guy is a monster.
Yeah. I mean, he was always a target mine, those mock drafts in the second round, but he always went before 6. And so, no, I liked Carson Schwarzenegger a lot coming out of college. So Ellison, Ashton would be fine. He just needs 5 all-pro players blocking for him. Hit that elusive 1,000-yard. Maybe.
Man.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, so there was a stat, of how many games a guy has had with multiple 50-plus yard touchdowns in them. And then, the record is 2. And Henderson already is tied for through 14 games. He's already tied for the record for most NFL career. And I was like, oh man, he must just have a better offensive line than every running back in NFL history. That's this must be it.
Yeah. Lalav. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. We fed Jenty the rules. Yeah, we basically did. We did not prioritize the offensive line, so we're definitely. It's a tough goal for him his rookie year. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely, if you haven't seen it, go back to watch our other lives every Wednesday. We break down Jenty and just the opportunities he's missed, but 85% of it is 100% contributed to the offensive line. And John Fallon linking to us is wild. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm good on it. Severe, any thoughts on this one before we get to the next play?
He's just a name. That's what all it is. Like, he's a name that everybody knows. I seriously doubt if that happened. Unless he came just on the friendliest of friendly deals ever as a competition to whoever we draft. Okay. But I don't see that happening.
You know what it is? It's because we have quarterback issues, so not everybody wants to link any available quarterback to us. Yeah. That's all it is.
It was Kyler Murray, 3 weeks ago? It was Kyler Murray.
Yeah. Like, Tua, no. For me, it's a massive no on Tua. And I don't even know why we would link him over here. So, it is. That's just what it is. All right. There we go. Moving on. Another Besh play. All right. We're going to try to focus on Besh just a little bit. So you got Besh at the top of the screen. He actually does a good job. Gets across the field. This is a flood concept. And so I'm going to run it all the way through. You got a deep route. You got a clear out route right here. You got Brock Bowers basically going into the flats, and you got Jack Besh dragging across. If Kenny Pickett, because it's play action, I'll run it back. Because it's play action, Kenny Pickett's going to open, and because the offensive coordinator, Greg Olson, he rolls him to the left to his strong arm. The thing is that Kenny Pickett what I know is he got the ball out very early at times. And where he didn't have to.
Yeah.
He got the ball way too early. And so if he would have allowed this, I understand there's pressure here. But as a quarterback, you can extend it just a little bit with your legs. You can get a little more depth in this rollout. As soon as you see a defender show himself, you can get depth with your rollout, extend a little bit of time. He hits Brock very quickly. All right. He's already in his throwing motion. He wants to hit Brock. Now, mind you, Brock is open. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if you settle your feet right here, you got Jack Bech wide open.
Yeah.
So Jack Bech, he's on the crosser. You can hit him. But he went for Brock so quick. But, man, Kenny Pickett is so inaccurate. He just throws it at – or I think this is the one Brock just dropped.
He dropped it, yeah. Run that back one more time. Oh, yeah, because he just –
But the problem with this play, and a quarterback has to be able to do it, is you're rolling Kenny Pickett to the boundary side, the short side of the field, to his off shoulder. So Kenny Pickett, in order to make a throw, he's got to rotate his entire body over to make any throw to the inside of the field.
Yeah.
And so he just releases it so quick. But if he just settles here, yeah, he might get hit a little bit. He might get some contact, but settle your feet. You got Jack Bech wide open, but he goes after Brock. So just want to show, Brock, there was an opportunity for Jack Bech to kind of get the ball. Another Jack Bech down here. Another opportunity for Jack Bech just to kind of find the soft spot in the zone. He does a good job, but Kenny Pickett just bails.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back one more time. Kenny Pickett just hangs in the pocket. If he hangs in this pocket right here, I'm gonna show the end zone view. It's a good pocket. It's a solid pocket. He might feel some pressure from DJ Glaze, but it's a quick little hit step. And then Jack Bech is about to shut this thing down.
Yeah.
He should be able to anticipate. He sees zone. He should be able to anticipate that throw and hit Jack Bech. But what does Kenny Pickett do? He tries to bail way too quick. Just another opportunity that he could have gotten Jack Bech involved. Oh, let me go back. So, and trust me, behind this O-line, I get it. Pickett's going to have happy feet. He's already starting to bail. It's a clean pocket. Jack Bech is going to sit it right here. Just hit him.
Yeah.
But Pickett's going to be running for his life this weekend as well. So, only last thing I'll say on this is you got Charles Grant. He does get credited for this sack.
Caleb Rogers.
Or I'm sorry, Caleb Rogers gets credit for the sack.
Charles Grant's name. Sack is clean. Sack record clean.
My bad.
The only thing I can think of is, maybe he anticipated Jack Bech continuing that route. Maybe that's why he didn't throw it.
And if he did, then that tells me Kenny Pickett's not understanding the defensive look. Jack Bech does a very good job. If they're in man coverage, Jack Bech continues this route to the other side. If they're in zone, he knows you got to sit it down, find the soft spot.
Yeah.
But I think it's Kenny Pickett just with happy feet. He showed it a lot this game. But he also got his ass handed to him too. So
yeah.
It's this one goes back real quick. This is on Caleb Rogers. Again, I don't know if this is just what his rules are, what he's being taught. But I noticed this. If you guys saw it, or when I showed it in the game as well, he just tries to help way too long. If there's nobody in your area, you can be you got to attach yourself. You can keep your shoulders, but he's already looking to potentially kind of have that comeback block on this defensive end with DJ Glaze. He ends up blocking nobody. Yeah. He could do a better job, even though Kappa oversets.
Terrible overset, especially when you got help over there.
Yeah, it's bad. It is bad.
I was like, my God. Wait. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Kappa overset's bad, but Caleb Rogers, like you have a guy right in front of you. And so pay more attention to him. Now, keep your shoulders square, but pay more attention to him. Help out Kappa, knowing that you're only waiting for a linebacker to blitz. But once you have that guy covered, once Kappa can actually get his hips involved, get his hips straight, and actually maintain that block, then you can pay attention and go help out DJ Glaze. But he just pays so much attention to Glaze that he just Kappa oversets. But Caleb Rogers, it's a trend with him this game, which is tough.
Yeah. Kappa is terrible.
Kappa's bad.
It's a disaster.
But we can't go a game without our boy Dylan Parham. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we went all last game. Yeah,
last game he fair, yeah.
Yeah, we got to make up for it. We got to make up for it. Let's see. LS, I don't have high hopes for Jack Besh. I think he turns out next season. I hope so. Again, it's a rookie. We'll see.
I never liked the Besh pick. I said that several times. There are several receivers I would have drafted over Jack Besh in the third round, not even like in the second. Like drafting Jack Besh in the second round, that's criminal. That is criminal.
It is. And the amount of people that put the Puka Nacua comparison out there.
Oh my goodness.
Is you clearly did not see Puka Nacua's BYU tape, like
at all.
The thing of like when you watch
Puka Nacua at Washington, he was destroying people at Washington before. I don't think he got a lot of run before he even got to BYU.
Yeah, it's you watch, and I didn't know about him at Washington, to be honest. But when he was you go back and watch his film at BYU, like his route running was so smooth. He caught everything, and if you can be a really good route runner, that negates any speed or lack of speed that you have. If you can be a really good route runner, that's what Puka Nacua has, bro. He's nasty.
Yeah.
All right, but our boy Parham, he just knows the assignment. We'll run it through, and then we'll get to the next one.
Oh my God.
Bad eyes. This is what we saw this season and all last season.
You got the trifecta on that one. I think did Jenty drop the pass? I see. Or just a bad ball?
It was a bad ball. I mean, it did his hands. It was a little low, but it was a bad ball. But like, if the D lineman is going to go to Glaze, don't turn your shoulders. Don't overcommit. Stay square. Keep your eyes open. We've seen it with Parham all last season, all this season. He overcommits, gets his shoulders turned. You've got to stay square. And he's always late to it. Always late.
All right, that's a catchable pass. I thought it was like super low because not like even like I thought he threw like a howitzer bullet at him. He threw like he put some pep on it, but you gotta catch that.
If it hits your hands, you got to catch it. I agree, but it was a very low pass.
Even though Jenty is 4'8". Let's hit him in the chest.
Oh shit!
I usually give running backs passes where it's like, you know what, if it's like as a running back, you can't, but not that one right there. But you gotta catch that.
Yeah, touche. My bad. Okay. All right, this is Jack Besh 101, and you kind of saw this all game long. I don't know if he just didn't think he could beat Quinyon Mitchell.
Because he can't.
He's down at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if he just thought, "Hey, I'm not getting the football." I mean, when this is the one thing I'm noticing with Jack Besh as he runs his routes in man cover, like deep routes. Once he turns his head, he's not a fast receiver to start with. The moment he turns, his head turns, his speed slows completely down. I don't know if he's expecting like a back shoulder fade or something, but even though the ball goes left, you run the route like you're going to get the ball
because you never know when you are.
Exactly.
Like it is. Remember the George Pickens play? Everybody was so mad about his effort. because it was a play that wasn't designed to go to him. So, I think he was just like out there, like just giving a horrible effort. I forgot exactly what the pass play was, but everybody's climbing. But this is not as egregious, but it's the same situation where, you got to play every play like you're the one getting the ball.
Yeah, 100%. All right, got just a handful left. All right, so mirrored. Unfortunately, this is the one. Caleb Rogers, he just gets walked back. It happened a couple times. I'm not going to show all of them, but there's definitely things that he's got to work on. But it's his welcome to the NFL moment. Basically, it happened a couple times this game.
Yeah. That's tough.
It is. He just gets walked back.
Yeah, I mean, and I told people, I know we were all. I mean, people were excited about his play against the Broncos, but I told the very first play of that game, John Franklin Myers did just that to him.
Yeah,
walked him back. No, he was. I think he's able to eventually kind of get set and anchor.
He was able to anchor down a little bit, yeah.
But but he is already like 5 yards in the backfield, so it's like,
yeah,
so I maybe the Eagles saw tape of that and was like, hey, let's really like just put some more physical guys on them and see what that does.
Yeah, and LS, yes, Quinny Mitchell is one of the top corners of the league. So
that's what I wanted last year. I wanted to trade back and grab Quinny Mitchell. I heard that was available. That was available to us too. But no, we got Brian.
I heard that all through the draft too. I loved it. I love it. You wanted Quinny on Mitchell.
I wanted Quinny, bro. Yeah, I was like, man, trade back and take Quinyon. I told you he was a shutdown corner.
Yep.
But hey, we got Brock. On the offense, they can't do anything. So he's wasting him too.
All right, this is another one on Caleb. So we'll look at Caleb one more time. Again, came off a really good game last week. But when we go end zone view, again, I don't know if he's just getting. I don't know what he's getting taught. But this is just bad feet, bad shoulder placement. Again, I don't know why he's looking instantly. It's like he wants to instantly get in that mode of helping out DJ Glaze.
Can't blame him.
That's true. But just gets twisted up. I mean, if you're going to commit and help, you got to take that left hand. That left hand has to get inside that near number.
Yeah.
But he's just dipping his shoulder. It's like he's looking to help out Glaze. He's got to use his feet better. Step into that defensive lineman. But just the play has definitely fallen off for him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We're going to Houston. Oh my bad. I'm covering it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the cold. Maybe it was the cold.
Maybe. And John Thompson, you're saying didn't like the Caleb Rogers pick, was bad at the Senior Bowl. I didn't see him at the Senior Bowl. He wasn't.
Who wasn't bad at the Senior Bowl? I don't even gotta say it. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Willie Lampkin. That's one person who wasn't
He's a bad man. He's a bad man. Shout out to Dre.
He was just a bad man at the Senior Bowl. That's what it was. Man. He wasn't bad at the Senior Bowl. He was a bad man at the Senior Bowl.
All right, let's see. Let me bring this one down. None of us. I didn't have Caleb Rogers on my radar whatsoever. I had 4 other guards. He wasn't even on my radar. I had 4 other guards that I wanted us to get in the second round. Before I'd even get to his name. And even then, he wasn't even on my radar. So, yeah, we'll see how it works out. One good game, one bad game. Get the lumps out now. We'll see just kind of how the season progresses. Just a few more. This is Kenny Pickett's interception. And Kenny Pickett has to go through his progressions a lot better and understand where his check down is if everybody is it's locked up.
It's forcing him to rock. Zach Bonds. This is pitch and catch.
You got 3-by-1 right here. You got three bone. You got three trips on top, single receiver down at the bottom. It's a closed 3-by-1. You got Michael Mayer down here. When you watch it develop, I mean,
nice.
You're not going anywhere. I know. It is a nice block. There's nothing open.
I mean, I think he had Michael Mayer.
Okay, but you're 100% right because you go to your check down.
Yeah.
So he's reading this first, and that's fine. He's reading the trip side first. That's fine. There's nothing there. Michael Mayer is basically chipping and releasing. That's your check down. So why the hell he didn't go to the check down? Clean pocket. I think he's just forcing it to Brock Bowers.
That's what I think so too.
And you'll watch it all the way through. Even Michael Mayer down below. Yeah, hell of a block. Got him. He just forced it. If he would have saw the man coverage, just check it down.
Zach Vaughn never takes his eyes off him. He's literally watching KB. He doesn't even look at Brock. He's literally just watching him the whole time. Like, are you really about to throw this to me? Oh, you are. Okay.
I mean, never through that route was Brock Bowers open.
At no point.
At no point. So that's tough. Definitely should have went to his check down. We got just a couple more. He misses Tyler Lockett on this one, and this is where he just has happy feet, unfortunately. We'll take a look at Caleb Rogers as well. Kenny Pickett, he wants to take off and run, and I understand that's kind of what his MO is. You got Tyler Lockett. So there were some opportunities for us to move the football. You got Tyler Lockett that goes on the deep drag. Kenny Pickett fakes the handoff. He rolls out. There is no reason for you to roll out and then run at this defender through your throw. Settle your feet. Let the drag develop because you know there's a deep crosser. Let it develop. And you could hit Tyler Lockett going across the field.
Yeah.
He goes for Brock Bowers. That's fine, but I'm going to pause it. Like Kenny Pickett, there's no reason for you to run at the defender right now.
Yeah.
But Lockett comes wide open. If he just settles his feet, Lockett has position. You hit Lockett here, he's catching, he's scoring.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know, is that Quinyon? Whoever that corner is down there, they played that terribly.
I don't know. Let me see. Nope, it's not. Okay. Of course it's not. Can't be Severe's guy. Cannot be Severe's guy.
Like, man, whoever they played that horrible. Like, my God. He set up his own pick play. He picked his own man.
Right. So that's my thing is with Kenny Pickett. Like, roll out, settle your feet, let this develop, hit this route. It's a touchdown. But he runs at the defender, makes life that much harder on him, gets his ass handed to him.
And he throws it to Brock.
So this is what we're getting out of Kenny Pickett. And I know, there's other people that are just like, I want Kenny, start Kenny Pickett. You're not going to get much more out of him.
You can lose either way. I mean, you want to lose, you can lose either way. Pick your poison.
Yeah. Last two plays. This one's rough. All right. When I watched it, I even felt I felt bad clipping this one. Unfortunately, we got DJ Glaze.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna play it. How he's regressed so bad. I just don't. Yeah. Look at Glaze. I wanted to double check. Did he trip? Did he get clipped up on his feet? Did someone did Caleb Rogers get his feet behind him? Did Mostert trip him up? Glaze just lost his footing.
And Thornton slingshotted him. He slingshotted him right at him. It was a 2-on-1.
And the sad part is when we drafted DJ Glaze, he wasn't on my radar as a tackle. But when I went to do some research on him, he didn't give up a single sack his senior year at Maryland.
Yeah, he was really good
But
at that, bro.
yeah, but one of the question marks was how good was he going to be in the run game. And last year he came on pretty well last year in the run game. The last, I want to say four or five games.
Yeah.
He was doing really well. And for like, it looks like he is just god awful in the pass all season long.
That was that kick slide looked uncomfortable. Look at that. Like his hips are in terrible position. Is up like this is a terrible execution. The technique is just horrible.
I mean, as I'm looking at it, it looks like he slips right before contact. If you watch his feet,
I don't know.
but still, I'm like,
I just don't. I think his hips were out in front, and he wasn't in position to absorb that. He wasn't in the power position.
Yeah, DJ Clay's fall needs to be studied.
And then Thornton set him up.
Yeah, he did.
Thornton set him
up. Man.
Like, take this.
So,
oh my God.
And there's not a whole lot you could say. I mean, with Glaze and that one, like, there's no. I'll be honest. You know, there's no teaching points. There's no coaching points in that. It's like you need to get back to your technique. I don't know what to tell you. And this is the very last play. This is the screen that Jenty had. So you got Jenty. Horrible job by DJ Glaze. Caleb Rogers. He gets out there way too late.
Oh my God.
And Jenty gets absolutely crushed.
That's Nicole. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna see Nakobe Dean in dark corners. He's gonna, you know. Nakobe Dean was just haunting this dude, and Nakobe Dean is not the biggest linebacker either. He was undersized. Yeah. That's why he was a monster at Georgia, and he didn't get drafted. I don't think until like the third round because of he was undersized. But
what up, Martinez?
He was stalking. He was following Jenty everywhere, man. Like I don't know. He must have it out for that kid because everywhere he went, Nakobe Dean was there.
Whenever I've ran screenplays, running back screens, receiver screens, especially receiver screens, right? I mean, Jenty's motioning or basically at the snap, Jenty tries to get out there. And anytime that you're running, I'll pause it. Anytime that you're running a receiver screen, a running back screen that you're trying to leak out there, I've always told my receivers in that position, you have to do everything possible to not turn your back to the defense. Mm-hmm. Jenty catches the ball and twists backwards to turn his back to the defense. If Jenty just takes the step to his left, catches the ball, keeps his vision still on the defender, he can catch and make a move at the same time. But what does Jenty do? Jenty allows himself to twist backwards, doesn't his eyes get removed off the defender. Now he doesn't know where the defender is. So now when he's able to regroup his eyes, see the defense, he doesn't know where to move. Jenty cannot twist like that. And so that's what I've always told my receivers, or if I go running back screen or if they motion out to be involved in the screen, do everything possible to not turn your back to the defense. You lose sight of the defense, they will close. And the moment you regain sight of the defense, you don't know where they're coming from, and you're not going to be able, if they close that distance quick, you're not going to be able to make a move to break that tackle. And so the only correction I would have for Jenty on this one, now Caleb Rogers, you're way too late getting out there. I'll show him the next one. But Jenty.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah, he's sitting there waiting.
Yeah. Jenty, step down. Catch it in front of you, get upfield. Keep the defender in your eyesight, get upfield. But he twists, and Nakobe Dean just.
Who was that? Somebody else was going. He lucky he got hit by Nakobe Dean because who was that? Is that 98? Somebody else was coming to clean it. Somebody else was coming to clean the clock too.
I mean, because even though Caleb Rogers is late, go ahead.
No. From this angle, he would have made it through that. He would have made it through that lane. He would have made it through that lane, I think.
Who, Jenty?
Yeah.
Or
before the other defender got there. Yeah.
If Jenty steps down to his left and catches it square, Jenty has the quickness to just plant and get upfield. Right? If he doesn't twist and catches this ball square, he can plant and at least Caleb Rogers is shielding him off. He could step inside, and now he's got room.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's ideally what you want to do in that situation, not like turn around and do a pirouette in the air. You just catch it, and you put yourself in a position to, okay, now I can make a move immediately. But doing that just takes an extra second away. Especially if that's like not a tunnel screen, but like if it's not designed to go outside.
Yeah.
So you obviously, basically like a tunnel screen. So I mean, like if you want them getting upfield right there.
Yeah, and that's the thing is when you catch a screen, you need to get upfield the quickest, as quickly as possible. Basically, you got to plant that. You got to plant that downfield foot. Get upfield as quickly as possible. You can't catch and turn and all that stuff. So, but I think it was. Let's see. Community college is generous. Let's see. Lalo, you're saying 76 not getting there. Yeah, Caleb Rogers is late. He's late getting there.
He's late. Yeah, he's definitely late. And he was waiting for the defender to make a move. My eyes are always wide, man. Like 99% of the time. Maybe that's why I'm always speaking facts.
Boy George Strait, what's going on? Yeah, it could be indication of hopefully they've repped it in practice, and if Jenty has made that move in practice, the running back coach has corrected him. Even the offensive line coach, you got to be better at the indicators when Caleb Rogers is supposed to get out of there. All this is bad coaching, to be honest, for the most part. So, all right. That's it. We're back on the big screen. That's everything.
Yeah.
Good thing. Didn't have a whole lot to talk to Jenty about. I think the run game was tough for Jenty this game, without question. Not a whole lot that you can critique with him. I think that Eagles defense took it to him, and that Houston defense is going to be a lot more rough. But Severe Man, any thoughts on just the game film? Obviously, we looked at Jack Besh. We definitely looked at the defense, and it's tough. That cover three. That base cover three, I think, is just going to haunt us all season long until we get out of it. But overall thoughts, chat, let me know as well. Hit that hashtag Raiders, I'll bring it up. But overall thoughts of the game film.
Yeah, this team is far, far, far away. Like far away. Like 2-3 seasons at least. Like from this season. So like at least. Unless we do some incredible stuff in these drafts and in this offseason, it's going to be a long time before we're a legitimate competitive team. Like we like just seeing what the Eagles did to us, and like it was easy. It wasn't even difficult. Like this wasn't even a tough assignment, and it just shows they're so far ahead of us right now. And most teams are, and it's another blowout, and we've been blown out several times, and nobody before the season thought, what, the Pete Carroll coach team, I didn't think we'd win a lot of games, but I didn't think we'd get blown out as often as we did, and we're getting blown out, man, and it's sad to see. But one positive note is that I'm sure glad we got rid of Chip Kelly's offense, because now we are firing on all cylinders.
All cylinders. Martinez has got a question, Severe. What's your first move? I think he's saying first move in the off season.
First move in the off season. First move in the off season is. I've been against it. I've been against it. Yeah, they probably wouldn't, because you have to be able to pass. You got to be able to pass in the Canadian League.
I'm done.
You got to be able to pass at a high level, bro. Oh no, hell no, we ain't touching. And they only get 3 downs, right? They didn't get 3 downs. Nah, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. man, my first move, man, I've been against it, you know, saying it, but you gotta get Pete Carroll out the door. You gotta get Pete Carroll out the building. You know, you hopefully the Raiders have been doing what smart teams do, and that's they've been. I know, right? If we draft Jeremiah Love, I told Chris earlier, you know, I'm going to Pittsburgh. If I will have my phone ready with the red eye flight back to Los Angeles. If we do some dumb shit in the first round, I will be on the first thing smoking out of Pittsburgh. I guarantee you.
Right.
But yeah, we gotta get Pete Carroll out of here. Now, obviously, you know, like we brought him in here to kind of build the culture and to set some foundational pillars, and he's done the opposite. Get him and his sons out of town, and hopefully the Raiders have been doing what most teams do, which it doesn't seem like they did this past year, which is that they've identified some candidates through back channels that will show some interest in the job. So you kind of already have some people in mind, and you know, before you make this move, because you don't want to make this move and you know, do the same thing we just did this past year, where we got rid of a coach that, you know, didn't perform well, but then we didn't upgrade at all, right? We swung for the fences with Ben Johnson. We didn't really take a look at many of the young guys around the league outside. I think maybe we put some feelers out there for Liam Cohen. I know we got rejected by Todd Monken, and other than that, you know, we didn't do much of anything. So we got to do the opposite this time. We got to cast a wide net and bring in a young coach, and then, you know, establish our identity, because we have to attack free agency and the draft like our lives depending on it, because, you know, our football lives do. We cannot return with the same roster next year.
We cannot, and I'm with you. I think it is time to move on from Pete Carroll for so many reasons. But I will say, I hope whoever if they move on from Pete Carroll, I hope that they have a solid plan in place. I hope that whoever they're looking to target, like Severe, you just said, Ben Johnson was their guy. They fired off the front office, they rolled out the red carpet, and they wanted Ben Johnson, and it didn't work out. He went over and he took the first flight out to Chicago. If we just remove Pete Carroll, and kind of like the Derek Carr thing, you got rid of Derek Carr, but really had the backup plan didn't work out. You got rid of AP. You could have agreed or disagreed with the AP move, but you got rid of AP and Telesco, and the backup plan didn't work out, which was Ben Johnson. If you get rid of Pete Carroll and the backup plan doesn't work out, there's no way in hell in this head coaching cycle you cannot hire a coach and fire him within the first 3 years. Unless something, obviously, like, you know, illegal, something crazy happens. But like, you have to hold on to him.
Yes.
You got to let him develop. The hope is that you bring in someone young, right? And I think you can justify the Pete Carroll fire at this point because he's 74 years old. Like, he's not going to rebuild at 74 years old. But it better be right, because if it's wrong, it's a waste of first-round draft picks. It's a waste of high-paid free agents, because you know we're going to bring in some high-paid free agents. We have to try to bolster this roster a little bit. It's going to be the waste of free agents. It's going to be a waste of first-round draft picks, second-round draft picks. And you're going to start the process all over again. Wait 3 years, hire on a coach, wait another 3 years, and now we might be 7 years away from even sniffing maybe a playoff run. And that's if we're lucky. You know, so I think if they move on from Pete Carroll, they better have a damn good place, or a damn good strategy, a damn good plan in place, because the Raider fan base, I think, is going to absolutely flip their shit.
Oh, yeah.
If this continues.
Oh, yeah.
So, man. But guys, look, we broke it down. We've been on here for over 2.5 hours, man. We appreciate y'all rocking out with us. Raiders are going to re-sign Ruggs when he gets out of jail. That'll be interesting.
I think a team will, though, but it's not going to be us.
Yeah, I'm with you. Even though he's right down the street. So, but hey, guys, we appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody popping in here. Appreciate all the members. We appreciate everybody that just stuck through us watch this game film. You guys know we do it on Wednesdays after every single game. We're going to break down game film of free agents as well as college prospects in the offseason. If you guys do want to kind of throw some suggestions out there of players that you want us to break down, become a member. Any channel, my channel, Severe's channel, Chris's channel, Protect Show Podcast. Just be a member. Throw some suggestions out there. You guys will definitely take some priority, but we will definitely take some suggestions. But just know there's a lot of free agents. There's a lot of college prospects. It takes a lot of time to kind of gather up the film, clip it, and do that. So, but if you want to definitely throw out some suggestions, definitely become a member. We appreciate all the members. But Severe, man, let everybody know what you got going on at the throughout the week with Pharaoh. And I think you went live yesterday, right?
No, I didn't, man. We couldn't go live. I went live Monday. I went live twice. I was on with Rafa. You know, I was on with Rafa. A little short.
Shout out to Rafa.
And then I did my own show Monday night. Shout out to LS for putting us up on Australian vernacular.
There you go.
And we didn't do a 50-50 show. We tried to do it tonight. I actually got some stuff to take care of in a minute. I was gonna do it right after this show, but I got some stuff to handle. So probably later on tonight. Be on the lookout for that. But usually Tuesdays and Thursdays with my guy Pharaoh NFL. Sundays and Wednesdays with Chris from Protect the Shield and 805 Raider in the Raider War Room. And then, Monday nights, it's all me, baby. All me.
I know. I think that's what I meant. Monday, I think you went live.
Yeah, I did.
I saw that afterwards. So, man, shout out. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Last one. C-Pool, do you think the Raiders should trade down? For me, I got to do a lot more homework on the quarterbacks. I got to do a lot more homework on the prospects. But I also got to figure out where do we end up? Are we at number 1 or are we at number 6 because we screwed around and won 2 games? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got to figure out exactly where we are. But I got to do a lot more research on the prospects for sure. So we can get ready for that mock draft. We all know how that mock draft goes. Severe, your thoughts?
Personally, me, if Dante Moore is available, I grab Dante Moore. If it's Fernando Mendoza, I strongly consider a trade down. In that situation.
So there you have it. All right, guys, we appreciate it. Again, we appreciate all the members. We appreciate all the subscribers. We do a sub-only chat to show our appreciation to the subscribers. But appreciate the members. We appreciate everybody that rocked out with us. So, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'm going to hit the end video. Severe, just know, I think because we're on the vertical, I think we're good. But on the portrait or landscape mode, it's still going to show us for some reason. So, but I'm going to hit it. We're going to rock out. Appreciate y'all tapping with us after the game this weekend for our post-game reaction of it. 6:30 West Coast time, 9:30 East Coast. We'll have a little bit of fun with it. So appreciate y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. We're out of here.